Kyla was muted. Oh, there she is.
Okay.
Shut up, Ben.
And we are live. Welcome, everyone. It's a fine Wednesday. I'm a little tired, but that's usual. Welcome to the Eternal Undermountain. The players, as we call them, have been derping around in Azrok's hold for a while. Last week they did some exploration. They reunited a little girl with her doll. They broke up a fight amongst goblin children. They found Chrysando's body buried in the fungal forest to the north. Well, farm, I guess. And then you guys rescued a child that was given to the vendor Kinrob, who everybody seems to ostracize from Azrok's hold. They were able to give you some fairly valuable information, and also the child that they were presumably going to eat. The overarching story of that was also adopting a goblin named Liffy. After charming them to the max, they seem to have developed actual feelings for the tree man, but couldn't take it upon him to care for two goblins all by themselves, so Liffy left with their goblin child Henry, leaving Oso with one child remaining. And that's where we pick up this week.
Jerry Springer.
Yep.
Oop, I gotta... Yep. There we go. Okay. So, you guys, I believe, wanted to rest. Is that true?
Someone did. I do
What?
remember that.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My internet. So I missed everything.
Oh.
Cool.
Can you explain everything again, Chris?
Yeah, can you say that one more time?
We restart the stream.
No, I kind of know what happened.
Yeah.
Actually, I exactly know what happened, but I just
You
don't
were
remember. You
there,
said something
right?
about rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all the adopting.
The latest
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
was, do you guys want to rest? Your goblin husbando has just left with Henry, leaving you alone with the little baby in the basket, which is unnamed
shit.
as far as you know.
Mando.
Did you say call him Lando?
No, she said
No.
Mando.
Mando.
Okay,
Like
well I'm
the
gonna call him.
Lorian.
Well, I'm gonna call the baby Lando,
Lando
we-
Calrissian.
like Lando Calrissian.
Do we?
Would you like some Colt 45?
That's racist.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait. What did I just miss?
Was it unintentional?
I mean, I know it was unintentional. I think whatever it was from is.
I thought it was just a commercial that guy did.
It's the black people thing being connotated with
Oh.
Colt 45.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Whoa!
Now we know.
All right. I don't
Okay,
even
well,
know that
anyway,
reference,
let's
but I
move
guess
on.
I'll avoid saying that string of
Yep.
words.
There we go.
Yes,
Now
let's
you know.
do.
Pro tip for everyone: don't say that. I guess.
All right.
Because it's a beer, like it's a 40,
Oh.
and it's like connotated with
drink.
them just like being,
All right.
you know, it's
I'm gonna
lazy
take a nap.
alcoholics.
Okay, so
Shitty.
everybody's
It's
gonna
shitty.
take a long rest. Great start to the stream.
Yeah, I just want.
I'm just
well,
educating.
And
yeah,
now
I
we
just
know.
want to wait. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Now you
now what
know.
do I? Yeah. Well, I know that. What's his name? Who's the? Is it Lord Azrock? That his
Yes.
Title. He comes back in 6 hours or so.
Yep. Then
With hold. So I think I want to wait 8 hours or so until I do something. But I don't know if that.
A long rest is 8,
yeah,
right?
which is convenient because I think you're wanting Azrock to be asleep for a few hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 12. That's like a really long run.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
it's
how
like 8
Oso
hours.
it- Yeah. All right. So which bed was mine? I think I tested a couple of them.
I believe you had these two
Okay,
beds specifically
Goldilocks.
because you
But
you dragged them together.
Oh yeah.
Because I
They're
could sleep in the
really
corner, remember?
awkward.
And I was like, I don't need to sleep. You can have my bed.
Oh yeah, so I pulled them together just so that I could make sure no one was next to me on the other one. I guess I don't know.
Are you
We'll
gonna check
figure
the
this out
bucket?
together.
Are you gonna check the bucket with the head in it?
I mean, you
What?
can.
You're the
You
one
can
that
ask
put
him
it
that.
in here.
You can ask him that in character.
Oh, I guess it's still there? Is it
Yeah.
okay?
Come get your bucket.
What do you want me to do with that?
Why'd
You're
you-
the one who asked me to grab it.
Why'd you put it under Blue's bed?
I don't want to take care of it, but I assume we need it at some point.
Whatever, it can
Proof
hang out here.
of-
That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't we need the ring or something?
Need both
Yes,
of them.
that's what.
Why do we need the ring if we have the head? Just, you know.
Because it's the one ring to rule them all.
You can take
I
a
don't
ring off
understand
of
the
a living
difference.
person. This is
Neither
to prove
would-
he's dead.
Yeah, but did they want the ring or did they just want proof that he's dead?
Both.
Then we can just give him the head.
That ain't the ring.
But why?
They want both.
Oh, because they want the ring?
I believe a ring would be more proof.
I
How?
think
It's his
I-
literal head.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Well,
I'm gonna throw it out there. When I say both, I mean BOTH. They want both.
No, I know how to spell both.
I'm just making sure that's kind of
Well-
clear. So we've got the head, and we're gonna go get the ring. I'm
But you're
sure that
saying-
ring has value
Is it special?
to the
Okay.
family.
now yeah. That's just for the family. That's not for that other side quest we were actually
yeah.
here for.
Just throwing it
Okay.
out there. I think a shiny bit of gold
Yeah.
and maybe a few gems that went down the family line might be something they want back.
You know what though? I will.
They may
I
pay
do bet they-
handsomely for it.
I do bet they probably don't want to see the decapitated head of their loved one. Maybe we shouldn't give him this head after all.
But then what if they're like, oh, well, maybe you found the ring. How do we know he's actually dead?
Well,
And
I
we
mean,
can be
maybe we
like,
shouldn't
well,
show
here's
them
the
unless they.
head.
Look, y'all, I'm trying to sleep, so hush your lips or go over that side of the room.
Really
Alright.
tough to sleep when we don't have proper blankets and pillows. These are
Alright.
quite thin and
Just gonna put a hat on my face.
good.
Oh
God.
god! Oh god!
The goblin begins to cry.
You should put that thing in a cage.
I push. I cover its mouth.
I suffocate the baby.
Bruce, I didn't
Oh
say I
my
suffocate the
God,
baby. I
no.
just covered its mouth with a finger. Like,
It's probably gonna bite you.
shh.
Put my hand over its mouth.
It's
I
certainly
didn't
gonna.
say I suffocated.
It's certainly gonna try and bite you.
That's fine.
It got a
I made
10.
of wood.
It begins gnawing on your wooden finger.
Aww. I play with it
Make a performance check.
with my finger. Okay, yeah, nice.
Did you move over to the goblin, or did you bring the goblin over to you?
I'm holding it.
Just make sure, because the token's in the middle of the room.
Oh, I don't.
Thank
Okay.
Okay. I wasn't sure what was happening, if you went to it or it went to you.
Oh no, I wish I was a bard right now.
The
Yeah,
goblin
but
is
you're about-
unamused. It begins to cry even harder and starts banging its little
Um,
tiny
Hand
fists
it over.
on you.
I give it to Blue.
Uh-oh.
Take that.
Oh, what? Okay.
Aw.
Blue tries to make a silly face, but being a actual dragon's head, it just kind of thinks it's going to get eated.
Hey, I have a +3. I was trying. Shut up.
Look at me, I'm a funny face. Eh?
I
Ah.
ain't giving the
Newt.
kid a gun.
Newt! Newt! Help!
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Put on your mask.
I slide my mask on as fast as I can.
And I say like, here, and I hand over the goblin to you. It's like, you're a goblin. Do something.
Do something. Newt, you are handed a goblin toddler child.
Can I? Let's see. I'd also like to do a performance check to see if I can make it stop crying. Oh no.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's not terrible. You kind of start like bouncing it up and down, and it's not really working that much. It's calming down a bit, but then you start playing peekaboo like by popping off your mask, and it slowly starts to work. The goblin calms down and starts like laughing and starts trying to like take off your mask and like play with it.
Don't take off my mask.
Whoa, shit. Hey, that's mine.
Hey, that's mine, kid.
A DC 12 will definitely intimidate the goblin child.
Oh no.
It begins to cry again.
All right.
Fuck. Bean! Turn into something.
All right. Bean throw. Ooh.
A toad. Turn into a toad.
Hey,
Right.
kid. Kid, watch this shit. I'm a toad now. Hey, watch this. Now you see me? Now you don't. Turns invisible, and I walks around it, and it pops open. Hey,
Oh my
how's it going? Look, I'm a toad still. I'm a toadstool. Yeah. Why don't you why don't I do a little of this? And then he like spits his tongue out at the goblin's nose. You like that?
Got your nose.
The goblin is actually amused by little animals. At one point, the goblin even tries to pick up Bean and eat him, but Bean is able to quickly escape.
Yeah, like Baby Yoda.
No, no, no! Get out of my...
Also sits down, exhausted. Just like, oh my god. That was a close one.
Oh, thank God.
Look, I'm just throwing out that this needs to be a long rest if we want to go and get that ring.
Alright.
Might want
I shut down.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, he can just do that.
to put the cap back on my face and just go and try and sleep up against the wall.
A cat or a cap?
Cap.
Cap.
I heard
Yeah.
cat at first, too, and I was like, Alistair's across the room.
He's on the other side.
Snuggle with Alistair.
I didn't know you were sleeping with him on your face. That's the only way. I can only sit comfortable on someone's face.
I need my butt up in somebody's face.
Like a normal cat.
Like a normal cat, yeah.
Yes.
So, you guys eventually are able to calm down the unnamed goblin child, and they fall asleep in their basket.
Not unnamed, Lando.
Oh, we're going with Lando? I guess it is your goblin.
Their name
I'm
is
going with
Lando.
Oh, we're going
We
with
know
Lando.
nothing about this goblin other that their name is Lando.
Orlando, what?
I made it
Just
fantasy.
Londo. Londu?
Laundry?
I may be your baby boy, but I ain't your daddy.
I ain't your
Look, y'all, Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Is he cool?
Is he
Yeah,
cool?
he is.
Hell yeah.
I'm Mary Poppins, yeah.
He's more like Taserface at this point.
God.
Okay, you guys settle in for a long rest. The baby seems to be fine. You've closed the door and whatnot. So, you guys, if you need to level up, you definitely can. I don't know what everybody's stats is at. And you recover half your spent hit dice, which only applies to... Sorry, half your level's worth of hit points. Or hit dice, sorry. So, BB, you get all yours back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you get back all but one.
Nice.
Then you guys are fully
How many
healed.
did I have?
You have
What
6.
level am I? Because I'm level 6, yeah. So I get 5 back, right?
You get 3 back, half your level.
Oh. Oh, I think you said all but 1.
So, yes, you get back half your level's worth of hit dice. You have 2 left, it looks like, by your red bar.
Oh, so I am back at 5. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yep.
Sorry.
And then
Level
hit points
X
back to
is
full.
what, 14,000? I'm assuming?
I think so?
Ooh.
Yes. Level
It was
6.
14,270 because I had an extra 100 more than everybody.
Well, I have an extra
Alright,
900 to
Oh,
go.
Bean had an extra 100 too.
Well, Newt, you got that. Bean doesn't have XP.
You said Bean got it, so.
What's
Allie wrote Bean got it.
Whatever.
What are you eating?
Don't worry about it.
Goblin child, obviously. This thing is just a weight on us, so
Hobgoblin.
Newt
They
ate the
tend to be a
kid.
bit crunchier.
And Vako, Vako is coming out with the "I used to be
Fuck.
awful."
No, we gotta keep it to yourself. I gotta like you. You're generally pretty cool right now.
All right.
It's
So
like
the
one day
long.
you're just gonna say I voted for Trump, and it's like, no,
How you're in Australia?
no, how?
How you're in Faerun? So, are you guys doing anything else during the song rest? Until Alistair chooses to do fun things.
Oh hell yeah!
Me.
I'm just resting as much as I can.
I mean, I'm in sentry mode,
I'm resting.
just hanging out.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are undisturbed. It is fairly safe in Azrok's hold. You guys have papers, and I will say that Oso, you are actually having strange dreams for some
Oh
reason.
no! What
It's-
kind of strange dreams? Don't tell anybody about my dreams.
You're going to the bone zone.
Well, first of
Don't
all,
tell
it's
anybody.
unusual because you're having dreams.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
just don't tell anybody about those dreams. You know what I'm saying?
All right, all right. We can
Alright.
we can do a bone zone. Everybody, roleplay amongst yourselves. You will not be streamed.
So I'm
Bye.
sleeping. So this is just me
Oh,
snoring.
we won't.
All right.
No, only the
BRB.
bone zone we picked up by stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Ben, you and I are in the Bone Zone channel on our Discord. So,
Yeah.
Oso, you are in sleep mode, and you are sort of assaulted by this shadowy figure
no.
deep out of the edges of your perception, and it's like this massive hulking thing, just made entirely out of shadows with piercing yellow eyes, blood dripping from its mouth. You can't quite get a good look at it, but you know it's there. And every time you look around, it seems to warp behind you or disappear into the nothingness. You find yourself in this strange woods again, probably that willow wood that you had been described of before. And as you wander in these woods aimlessly, you seem to hear Willow's voice. No, no, do not intrude upon this creature's mind. Out, out, demon! And then there is a bright, blinding green light that echoes throughout the space. The trees are shorn away, and you can see the shadowy figure holding a hand up against its eyes, and it is banished from wherever this dream is. But you awaken in a sweat. Well, in a sap, I guess. Everyone else is around you, seemingly fast asleep for now. And let's go back.
Okay.
Okay, we're all
Oh,
done.
no.
Welcome back.
Easy peasy. So, yeah, during the night, Oso awoke. It didn't really wake any of you guys, unless he wants to.
Hello.
Hello, Ben.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
Sorry. I woke up and screamed. I don't know if I wanted to roll to see if I woke anybody up.
Okay. Well, if you scream, everybody wakes up.
Hmm.
Do they? I mean, I didn't scream, but I woke up with to see if anybody woke
Well,
up.
then
just
that
to,
would
hear
probably
me.
be a perception check.
Okay. From me or from them?
From everybody that... yeah, I guess from
Easy for
everybody.
passive. 15.
Right.
Wow,
I'm trying to get my
that's
Z.
a natural one. I am deep.
Nice.
I'm in
He
deep
hear-
slumber.
Yeah, you hear it, Alistair, but you don't process it as
Your-
anything
Your
threatening.
ears do that cat flicker thing. That
A
they
natural 9.
Um,
do. That's really fucking high perception. Holy shit.
And it's in a crit on the other dice.
Newt did hear it, and BB was right next to you, so, and with your passive perception, you definitely heard it. Yeah, that's also the goblin has woken up. Lando has woken up and has started crying.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
no.
What in tarnations is wrong with you?
So now everybody kind of wakes up.
Fuck.
I probably heard it, but tried to ignore it
Fuck.
out of lack of care.
Alistair, you like startle awake, but then you just ignore it.
Because I have a passive of 18, so yeah, I probably would
Beans
have.
rolling, beans rolling. Ooh, bean.
Okay.
Make the
Bean
baby
was the
stop. Make the
fucking
baby
persona.
stop.
Rockabye Lando on the treetop. When the fungus breaks, you'll fall in the mud. Goblins will bury you deep in the soil, but we'll dig you up and you'll be all better.
What the f? is
That
he
didn't
saying
rhyme at
about?
all. I'm like not even worried about my dream. I'm just like, that wasn't even a rhyme.
Listen, what do you want me to do? I just freaking woke up.
Oh, whatever. It worked. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Lando calms down a bit.
I'm sorry for waking everybody up, but I had another nightmare.
About what?
Nightmare?
Yeah, it was a bad dream, Bach. A big scary dream. You ever had a bad dream
Oh.
like that?
About what?
Yeah.
There was a big creature, a big demon with like yellow eyes following me around in the forest. And somebody was there and she banished it, but I don't know what was following me. She just said out demon, and I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but I don't know
think
who
that
she
means
is.
get out.
But I just don't know who she
think-
was talking to.
I think the demon was closeted.
Oh, nice. Well, in that case,
That's
good
the
for
thing you
him.
know. Good job, Bean.
I don't know.
See-
Why do I keep having dreams? I never had them until I came back that day.
You know why? Because there's a lack of hot towels in here, so you didn't get a good night's sleep.
Are you a
I
real
know
boy?
99 tea usually does the trick, but
A
not
nice
here.
sleepy time tea. A warm fancy feast and a sleepy time tea usually does the trick for
Yeah.
Alistair. And a glass of
Wow.
warm milk or bowl of
I
warm milk.
wouldn't even have heard you if I had my 99 tea.
99 tea. Well, she mentioned the Willowwood again. I think. At least I think that's where I was last time. And I think I was in the same place this time. I really got to get there, guys.
You sure that these are dreams that you're having?
What else would they be?
I don't know how Warforged work, but you said before you didn't need to sleep, so I'm assuming that you don't need a dream either.
Are you
You're
a real
right.
boy?
No. I mean, I have parts.
Boys have parts.
Yeah,
Oh
boys
my.
have parts. I have all kinds of parts.
Yes, they do. Oh no.
Pull out my thieves' tools in my hand. Look, all kinds of hidden stuff. Look, I don't know why I'm seeing the things that I am. Maybe they're just visions. Maybe they're not dreams because I don't sleep. So maybe somebody's trying to communicate with me.
Also, Oso, I am gonna have you make a wisdom save.
Oh, good.
That's
Oh,
probably fine.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
It's not the
Um,
greatest of numbers,
I
but
rolled a 2.
During your dream, it's actually kind of hindered you and left you in a state where you're not quite able to defend yourself properly. We're going to
Oh, no.
represent this by psychic damage.
Oh, ouch. So am I going to take psychic damage? Oh, okay.
Yes, you take 13 psychic damage at the end of your long rest.
Okay.
So you just kind of start with less hit points this time.
Gotcha. Minus 13.
that's unfortunate.
You're telling me.
There's about an hour until, Alistair, you've planned to do your thing.
Well, time to limber up. I do calisthenics.
Let
Stretching.
us limber up.
It's mostly
Like the what is it? The cat stretch or whatever, where they get all archy and weird.
Yeah, where you
Okay.
put buttholes in places. They just like do
Oh, I don't
a
do
big
that.
stretch right up into the air. Um, so the rest of you guys kind of like put yourselves to rest for the remaining hour. Um, and Alistair, you uh, are ready. You think it's been long enough, judging by the amount of time that's passed, that Azrock will probably be in their quarters and asleep. Um, I will ask, do you want to take anybody with you?
I don't know if I do or not. I feel like I need a lookout, but Neot, come with me.
Could take Bean too.
You could take. What? Bean's on baby duty though.
Yes, we don't. Oh,
Baby dude's sleeping, isn't it? Do we know? Do we know
it
if
doesn't.
this is a boy or a girl
Literal
baby?
duty baby.
You haven't checked.
Okay, just a goblin. Got it.
we ch- we check his cloaca.
Those are kobolds.
You don't know about goblin physiology.
Nope.
I don't know. I guess.
History check. History check.
Guess
Uh,
I'm alone.
You can do a medicine check, I guess, if you want to find out that piece of information.
If we need this information.
Alright, Alistair. You start sneaking out. Newt, are you going with him?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Newt and Alistair mission.
This guy doesn't even know how to say my name.
I've been saying it correctly the whole time. All right. So, is there anybody?
You spot a hobgoblin that is on guard duty at Azrock's main chamber.
What? Oh,
Sorry, at his
Right.
in his throne room.
do I know? Oh wait, what? Oh, do I know if it's odd hours to be up right now, or do you think if
Who's that?
Sorry. Oh, that's the guy I was
that's
just
the
talking about.
guy on duty?
Alright. Alright.
Oh, I think just all right. Just keep cool, and we'll just walk by casually. Blah 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 blah. Not suspicious at all.
Okay.
Walking by.
Yeah, the hobgoblin just kind of eyes you, but they've
Yes.
they saw you come out of the visitor center, like the guest quarters, so they don't really pay you any mind.
All right.
Honestly, in the Underdark, there's not too many odd hours. It's mostly this is when Azrock said, or when the goblin said that Azrock probably would be sleeping. There's another one at the other gate. It looks like it's been changed out from the unconscious one before.
Oh.
You head over in this direction and you see a goblin passed out on the ground with a banner that has been toppled onto the ground
Oh.
next to it.
Poor little fellow. Well, so before I do, can I just check to make sure there's no one else watching me?
Somebody's watching me.
Yeah, you can certainly try that.
Perception, I guess.
You make a perception check and you hear noises coming around the bend.
Around
the
bend?
Around the
What's
bend?
up?
Just around the river bend?
You coming around me?
They are coming from the west.
They're coming for me.
West, so this way.
Yes.
Can I peek around?
Excuse
Guess
me.
I'll stay for 1 minute, please.
Stay.
And I'll go over here
Are
and
you talking to me?
What?
please.
Hey, look! There's a little fuzzball over here.
Oh well, that's
What's up with this freak? Doesn't look like a goblin to me.
you're a
What?
bugbear. You have as many. Well, is it? Do I notice that they're bugbears?
Yeah, you've seen bugbears
Common
before.
sense. Okay.
Noise.
They
You're a
sort of
bugbear. You have as much fur as I do. So
yeah, but we don't got a cute little button nose, do we?
Oh, because you're ugly. I'm adorable.
They start to frown, and one of them just like pokes you in the nose. Well, we think you're ugly.
I kind of agree. Anyway, have a nice day.
Hey, we're not done with you, kitty. And one goes over and like grabs your
Poor
collar.
Oh, he didn't.
Maybe we should teach you to be sneaking around alone in Azrock's Hold, huh? Yeah, this is goblin turf.
Excuse me.
Oh, good.
Excuse me.
What are you doing,
Alright.
little goblin? Ain't seen yous around here before. Yeah, you's got green skin. What kind of bonehead is that anyway? Points at your mask.
It's mine. I made it.
Oh, it's yours, is it? Well, I kind of fancy it. I think that's mine now. And one of the bugbears goes and reaches for your mask, Newt.
Alright, can
Um,
I do something?
I'm gonna take my mask off. I'm gonna try to look cute with my. Oh no.
You take your mask off and look cute. The bugbear just kind of scowls at you and goes, "Oh, look at the little thing. Thinks she's gonna get us with that puppy eyes."
Now I snarl.
Yeah. You best know your place, Gobbo. Where's bigger than you? And they kind of like push your head away, and then they grab the mask again. Alistair, did you want to do something?
Yeah, the
Get
one
my
that.
mask. Get my mask. No, shut up. Get my mask.
Which is yeah, I'm working on it. Which one is the one that grabbed the mask?
This one.
Is it the same one? All right.
This one's got like a like missing finger, and they've got like really pointy ears that are like blackened.
Action. A minute. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Ah, you think that's funny? Wait till you hear my jokes.
And then you tell a hilarious joke as the bugbear is like staring at you quizzically, and it's gonna make a wisdom save, I'm assuming. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, does
Uh-oh.
16 beat you?
Yes.
Oh no.
I did not think bugbears would be so wise.
Hey, wait. That wasn't very funny at all. In fact, I think Hughes was being tricky, Key.
Oh, I am a trickster.
Newt, the bugbear, tries to wrest the mask from you if you're not, if you're resisting.
Well, I'm trying to take my mask back, obviously, because it's mine.
Okay, then that's going to be a opposed strength check. So make a strength athletics check. Ooh.
Give me my mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip that.
While the bugbear's like looking at Alistair, you leap up and grab the mask and tear it away from his kind of loose grasp. I think these guys don't get it. I think they's working together too. Let's teach them a lesson. And let's roll for initiative because these guys are hostile now.
Oh, good for
Oh.
them.
Good for them.
They're like devourers.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you.
Is the rest of the party close enough to hear what's going on? Through that wall.
Doubt it. Well, yeah.
I
Is that
did
like the
establish
wall or-
before that the walls were kind of holy. I'm going to say Oso can attempt a perception check. This isn't going to use your passive perception.
Okay.
And I'm going to put on the combat music anyway.
Good stealth mission.
I'm doing a perception check.
Just you because you're near the corner.
Oh,
I nailed it.
Oso is whistling to themselves in the visitors' chambers.
I'm
It's
just
kind of drowning
super-
out a lot of the noise.
Super thinking about my dream. Like, what the fuck did that mean?
And honestly, combat isn't that out of the ordinary in Azrock's Hold. Goblins are beating each other up all the time, so it kind of mixes
This
in with the
sounds like
ambient noise.
combat.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oi, who you calling Big Nose? Alistair, you have the initiative though. What would you like to do?
Cool. Uh, that. I don't know why it showed it like that, but cast sleep.
All right, you cast sleep. You begin to
Those are
weave
shitty
a
rolls.
little magic around your little paws and claws, and then the sparkles start splashing over these bugbears as you kind of flick some sand at them as a somatic or as a material component, and they just kind of like it gets in their eyes a bit, and they kind of go, "That won't work on me." And it is not enough hit points to affect any of the creatures.
Uh,
You still have a bonus action and movement.
yes.
Yes.
After this is 2 bugbears and then Newt.
Two.
You could potentially disengage. You could hide as a rogue.
Yeah, but then freaking it would be right there and get the blunt of it.
It's up to you. I'm gonna need an answer before I move on.
Yeah, I'll stay here. I'm
Okay.
good.
Are you gonna do anything? else?
I think Alistair's just blocking the way for you. It is this bugbear's turn. This bugbear's gonna like squeeze in here and try and swing at you with a club. But you guys kind of have cover. Not quite, but he's like trying to get past his allies, so I'm gonna give you +2 AC, Alistair.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not gonna hit you, no way. And this next bugbear's turn. This one's right in front of you. This guy is not impeded by anything and is wielding a morning star. They swing it above their head and do nothing. It swipes down onto the ground, but Alistair, you are too quick. You are easily absorbing most of these bugbears' actions. Newt, it is your turn. Alistair is a little bit in the way of you and the bugbears, so an Eldritch Blast would be made with them having cover. I'm just letting you know.
No, I appreciate that. Oh, that makes things a little interesting. But I
Interesting.
think I want to. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I want to do. I don't know what level I'm at. I'm gonna assume 5. I want to do that on this guy.
So you're level 6, so you would have 3rd level spells.
Oh, okay, then that's what I'm gonna do then. I had it under 2, but I didn't know what I actually.
But you can target 2 humanoids at 3rd level, so they're both going to make wisdom saving throws. Wisdom.
What is up with the
Oh,
wisdom?
no.
These guys
Man,
kind of
I'm
know
not
their way
wise
around.
people.
Oh,
The
this guy
second
not
one
so
didn't.
much. Yeah, this one over here was not even expecting the goblin to have magic. The other one was kind of on the defensive and was able to shrug it off. Still shrugging off the sleep from before. The other one suddenly tenses up.
Oh.
You alright? You got a tummy ache?
Hey, Freddy, what's wrong with you? I knew yous was tricksy. We best make sure these ones don't get around. And Newt, you just must maintain concentration on that effect each turn, though that doesn't take
Okay.
your action to do so. Anything else
Okay.
for you? You still have movement.
Yeah, I wanna. Well, I can't. Oh, I guess I can see the squares.
Yeah, they're very light. You can also just hit the arrow keys, and that should work too.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go. I can go 6, right?
Yep.
That's okay. That's where I'm gonna
You
go.
rush and duck behind a corner, and it is this goblin's turn. They are going to go around and try and attack Alistair. Same thing as before. This guy is kind of wielding like a long sword. And
How long?
fails. Wow, these thugs are pathetic, huh? Alistair, it is your turn.
So pathetic.
This guy
All right, which one is the one that's being held down?
The top one.
Does that mean I get advantage on the attack from him?
It is
Because he's being
paralyzed.
held and-
So let me see. Hold on. I forget which one of my icons is paralyzed. That's deafened. That's prone. Okay. There it is. Jeez, it's a
Where's
weird
the-
looking one. Can't move, can't speak, automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. Yeah, that's an auto crit for you, if you hit them.
Oh, cool. All right, let's do that then.
Seems good, bro.
Rapier. Oh God,
You have advantage, so that's gonna hit.
19.
That hits.
Yay. So that's 6, and then there's an extra. What is it? D6 for sneak attack.
You're level 6, so it should be 3d6.
Level 5.
Oh, you're level 5, so it should be 2d6.
Let me check.
It's half your level, about.
Yeah, so D6, 2d6.
Yep. But you're actually gonna roll 4d6 because it's a crit, and I'm also gonna need an additional d8 from you. All right, that's 21 damage, and then a d8. What did I say? 21, 26, 25, 25. Yeah, this one is not looking too hot. You reach in and just stab this guy right near the like their vital organs as they're like sitting there paralyzed.
Alright, and then I'll look this one in front of me directly in the eye, say, "Do you want some too, or are you done?"
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah, I'll do that. Intimidation.
Imagine that
Oh,
cat being
no.
intimidating.
Not a chance, fuzzball.
Well, I tried, and I'll disengage as a bonus action.
All right, you use a bonus action and like do a backflip away from them as they swipe at you, and then you guys duck behind your respective niches. Come on, snap out of it, Frank. Oh.
His name is Frank.
They're going
Dumb
to
name.
make wisdom save at the end of their turn. And they are still paralyzed. Forget you. I'm going after him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The closest one is Newt. They're going to swing around the corner with their Morning Star. And they just like slam it into the wall right over your head, Newt. And Newt, it is your turn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna Eldritch Blast them.
All right. He looks down, and before he knows it, you shoot like some poisonous toads up at him in their chest, and that's gonna hit them
Yeah.
for 9 force damage. That one, I actually didn't check their AC yet. That one does not hit. They are wearing hide armor, and it like splashes into that one. But the other one still did a significant amount of damage. Anything
Do I
else for
still
you,
have
Newt?
movement?
You do still have movement, but it'll provoke an attack if you move away.
Mm.
But they've been missing this whole time, so who knows?
Oh, sorry. I'm not...
Is Nick back, by the way?
Alright, well, I'm gonna move there.
Okay, cool.
Believe-
Someone told me you dropped, so...
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, you're better now.
Yes.
Okay, so Newt, you moved that way. They're going to try and attack you. They swipe, and ooh, this time they get a hit for 9 piercing damage. As you duck away from them, they slam their Morning Star into the ground, and it, like, bashes into your back as you tumble away. Is that it for you?
Yes, that's it. Let me do it. Hold on.
This bugbear, the one in front of you guys says, that one's going that way. And this guy is going to start going around. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
The long
2,
form.
3, 6. Okay, they dash away around the side. And Alistair, it is your turn.
Feel the thunder, bitch. And we'll cast this.
It didn't populate.
Oh, good. All right. Well,
What
it's
spell
booming.
was it? Booming Blade?
Booming blade.
Oh, the one that I don't know
The
how it
one that-
works.
As a part of this action, to cast a spell, you must make a melee attack with a weapon. All right, so I can make the melee attack. Not a dagger, damn it. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Now, what is the effect of the spell?
Alright, give me a minute. The spell's range, otherwise the spell fails on a hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effects, and it becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of my next turn. If it willingly moves before then, it immediately takes 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends. It increases when I reach higher levels, so at 5th level, which I am, the melee attack deals an extra d8 thunder damage to the target, and the damage to the target that he takes for moving increases to 2d8.
So he automatically takes another extra thunder because you're level 5.
Yeah.
So roll for damage and then add a d8. Okay.
Rolling 4s and d8s.
Well, it's definitely whittling this bugbear down. You sheath your rapier in thunderous energy and strike into the bugbear. They start like shaking and shuddering as they like reel at the blow, backpedaling as they go. It seems like if they move, they will get hurt. They are like freaking out right now as a spinning energy surrounds them.
No.
You hear a call from behind you, by the way, that goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And what else do you do with your turn?
Hello?
It came from this direction.
I guess I'll disengage. So this way. Well, at first, before I move, I'll say, "Come and get me, asshole," and then I'll come back. And then I disengage.
Oh.
And,
All right.
hello, friend. How are you? Some bugbears are making a mess of your hold, and I figured I would help teach them a lesson.
You're killing bugbears.
Well, they said Lord Asrock sucks.
Make
and
a
I
deception
figured, no,
check.
he doesn't.
Make a deception check.
Yes.
I
Ah,
heard it what? Oh, I just
The goblin narrows their eyes at you. Dissenters, we'll crush them together, and they draw their longsword.
yes.
And they're gonna act now and on after your turns.
Nice.
That's my turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They come out with their longsword towards the bugbear and go, "Hey, Asrock sucks, does he?" And then he takes out a crossbow that he has as a sidearm and just shink. And use the longbow
Jesus.
stats. And it misses, but the bugbear goes, I didn't say that! And it, like, the bolt breaks on the ground. This poor guy, gonna make a new saving throw. And failed. Still paralyzed. Still sitting there with a grievous wound.
Nice.
Okay, it's this guy's turn. He's gonna try and persuade the hobgoblin. I'm lying! These guys are strangers in Azrock's hold.
You are lying? Wow. Well, at least he admitted it that he's lying. That's good.
What? No, these guys are lying.
Oh,
That's not what you said.
yes.
Don't gaslight me.
Where did you learn the word gaslight?
Gas lamp.
It's from level 2 of the dungeon. You must have missed
Where
it.
did Where did you learn what that psychological tactic is?
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me?
So, the
Mr.
bugbear...
Hobgoblin, you gotta believe me.
I'm a
Being a
goblin.
real jerk.
You know,
He's a goblin. Come on.
the hobgoblin is a little conflicted. there's two goblins that he now believes wholeheartedly. One of them a little more wholeheartedly than the other one. The hobgoblin turns to you guys and says, "Well, let me see your papers, cat."
Here you go. I give him my papers.
Hobgoblin looks them up and down. Their drawing skills are improving.
They are. I love those little guys.
So, and he takes down the paper. No more of this Azrock sucks stuff. He squints his eyes at the bugbear. But I didn't say it. They have their papers, and he swats the paper in front of him. I didn't know they had papers. We only attack people without papers. Got it?
Well, why didn't you ask for papers in the first place?
Let's go. Come on, Frank. And he picks up Frank, who is like rigid as a board,
about
and they
this
walk
one?
off. That one joins them soon after. And yeah, combat diffuses. Now, cause no trouble. And the hobgoblin goes back to their post.
Nice.
Have you heard of the High Elves? What was that noise? Must have been my imagination.
Well, guess we should check on the others. As I walk this way, we'll, take the long way. Alright, is there anyone else around, or is this it? Or are we good here?
Make a perception check as you
Yeah.
walk towards Azrock's chambers after talking to one of Azrock's guards.
Should I do a perception check as well?
You can if you want to. You're a little more wary to things going on around you.
Oh,
Just a little.
A little bit more. About about 5% more on a scale of 1 to 20.
Roll 20?
You guys do not hear any nearby creatures, except for, the guard and the unconscious goblin nearby. Saltnose.
Shivers.
alright. Can I check this door? Is it locked?
It does appear to be locked.
Alright.
It's made with a sturdier stuff than a lot of the other doors.
Is it possible to pickpocket?
I can thieves tool it. I have those.
You have the
Nice.
toolnology.
Nice.
So
We have the technology.
you can
I
use
do.
a Thieves' Tools dexterity check. Do you know how to do that in Roll20?
The dexterity, right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you start picking the lock. It's not a,
Stealthily.
it's not a very difficult lock, but it's still a 20 would have completed it very easily. You are having a bit of trouble trying to get the lock picked, and at some point, one of the nearby patrols comes by, and what do you do?
Mute. Extract.
Coming.
You did tap dance.
Well. Where are they? Let me at them.
Where are they?
I've
Hold,
never seen toes move this fast.
hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. They seem to be coming from the east.
You.
Oh, sugar. They're
You- You do hear them coming.
Whoa,
They're
there's a lot of them.
you're
Yeah, no,
fairly you fairly
gonna-
easily hear them coming.
Yeah.
They are
I'm
marching
I'm
in
gonna
gonna
time.
look at the goblin on the floor and pretend I'm like worried about him. Real
Okay.
quick.
Let's
And like see like what happened to him? Why is he dead?
Nice,
Is
nice,
he
nice.
dead or is he sleeping? What's happening?
Oh my
I was
goodness.
just going back to my room after that god-awful bugbear fight, and I noticed this poor goblin on the floor with a big billboard on his head. What happened?
Make a
I'm gonna try to
deception
stand
check.
in front of this lock, like try to hide it with my my
Yeah,
big
good
ass
idea.
head.
Yeah, there's like the two
Oh,
little
thank
pieces
God.
of the lock pick are like sticking out, and you're kind of like just putting your big head in front of them, and big ears, I guess. It's all helping.
It's all
Distract.
All help.
Okay, the goblin.
Can I do a medicine check just to make it look legit?
I guess.
Um,
Nice.
Advantage, I guess.
So,
Nice.
so what are you trying to make look legit?
Just
us
convincing that
checking
we're
on the goblin.
that we're checking
Okay,
on the
yeah,
goblin
you're
for his
checking their
well-being.
pulse. You're like checking their breathing, although you aren't blocking the door anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
it's with two natty
Might
20.
be
My head's big enough to.
You are very accurately portraying checking this creature for their vitals, and it seems as if this creature has collapsed out of exhaustion. You'd say on a scale of like 1 to 6, they probably have 5 levels of exhaustion,
Oh no.
which is 1 step away from death.
Oh.
This person probably needs food and water, and at least they're lying down is honestly the best thing that can be
That's a
said
good
about
thing.
them. The Hobgoblin captain, she comes over to you guys. Are they okay?
I don't know. I just was walking back to my room and I saw this goblin here on the floor with a, what is this, a billboard on it? I don't know. Advertising?
What's wrong, Captain?
Heck.
Seems as if this poor recruit has fallen in the line of duty. Albeit that duty was holding up a sign. I suppose they've been punished enough. The Hobgoblin captain goes over and hefts the little salt-nosed goblin over their shoulder. I'll get this one some grub. All right. Thank you.
I'll stand here while we wait.
Okay, well, I need you
I
to
will
not stand
protect
on the
this
token.
sign.
Please don't stand on the token.
You're
will
standing
protect
on
the
Saltnose's
sign.
windpipe.
With my life.
Yes.
All right. Cause no trouble. And they walk off.
Whoa.
Nice.
All right. How many
I'm
more?
gonna block you with this sign.
Okay, you start holding up the
Thanks.
sign in Saltnose's place, and Alistair,
Did
oh,
anybody else to see that
Whoa.
Eldritch Blast go across the screen?
no,
Oh.
that must have been
Oh,
from
yeah.
before.
With the wicked
Before I-
delay.
Sometimes it takes a while for it to catch up.
Back to that. I just want to make one more perception.
30
to see
minutes ago.
Okay,
if anybody else is around.
yeah, you don't seem to see anybody else around.
Alright.
You are able to go back and complete your lockpicking. You don't need to make another check. It just took you a little while to get it open. But finally, you hear a little click. And what do you guys do now?
All right.
Well, I'm
Dude.
gonna stand guard with my sign and make it look natural.
Let me know if anyone is coming, so that I can hide or get the f out of there.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
You guys are the weirdest pair.
Well,
He doesn't know how to say your name right. You're very literal and just like,
okay.
sure.
I will proceed with stealth. I can't go through this door.
You can't, but would you like to go through the door?
Yes, I would like to sneakily open the door quietly, look in, see what the surroundings are, and then stealthily try to get in.
Okay. You go to
Stealthily.
open the door and look inside.
Yes.
I can't go through this door.
It seems to be made out of some sort of wood. Alright.
Oh.
You open the door and you see, make a stealth check.
I would love to.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, you creak open the
Alright.
door, and it does make a little noise, but you're able to peek around the corner, and you see Lurkana and Lord Azrock. They are both buck naked and just
Senior.
laid,
Oh.
strewn about the bed. Seems like they were up to stuff in the past few hours.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you for painting,
Stop.
for the-
painting that word.
Hanky panky.
why? Is there cum everywhere? How would you fucking know?
No, those are laying down next to each other.
Yeah, but how
the
would you know?
news.
if
Guys,
they
I
were
just
up
saw
to
an
something?
Eldritch Blast streak across my screen.
I think
Oh,
that's
that was-
I think
that
that's
was
how you knew they
cool.
were up to something.
All right. So are they asleep? Or are they like
Make a perception
mid-swoon?
check.
Are
I'm
they
just
like
a
still in the post?
mid-bone.
They are not
Post-workout
spooning. It's
spoon
like
phase.
they are strewn about as if like it's like 100 degrees in Florida and there's no AC.
tell me how to get back to the
So
place
the
where I
worst.
fell asleep
Yeah,
inside.
Yeah, like
you.
there's a leg
Yeah,
hanging
I
off the
fell
bed.
back too.
One of them's like laying on top of the other one's arm, and one's like face down in the pillow. Lurkana's the one that's face down. Azrock is just like
Yeah, she is.
laying face up, and one of their arms is lolling off the
She's
bed.
gonna lurk on that Azrock. You know what I'm saying?
Good one.
Okay,
She been
well,
lurk on that
I will
Azcock.
carefully approach silently.
Okay. You start to silently approach.
Yeah, just let me know how long until
They
you
do
want me
seem
make
to be
another-
asleep. From your perception check. You start like creeping towards them. The room is filled with like their personal effects, which are not really organized in too many neat manners. Stuff is
Yeah.
kind of like everything seems to have its place, but it's definitely a bit messy. There's a
Well,
few
one of
other.
them's blind, so
Do I notice the
Yeah.
ring anywhere?
Uh, make a new perception now that you're closer, hovering over these two nude goblins.
Oh God!
You do spot the ring.
no.
You do spot the ring. It is still around Azrock's neck. There is nothing else that they are wearing.
Okay. Oh yeah, great. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to take that necklace off, take
Oh,
the ring off of that, and replace it with the ring I have with me. That is a signet ring.
Okay.
Well, it's a trinket that I rolled for, but it's a
Yeah.
very convincing signet of an imaginary duke.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a fair substitute. Um,
nice.
it's going to be difficult because
Oh, I
it's
know.
on their
I
person.
expect-
So I'm gonna
so
have
sleight of
you.
hand.
I'm gonna have you make a sleight of hand check. It's not gonna be
Alright,
opposed by
Oh
anything.
wait, before I think I wanna hold on. Do it differently. I'm not sure if this helps at all.
Well, shoot it past me. Maybe it
Using the
will.
mage hand.
Okay. I mean, it might help you get your arm around in a difficult place, and bonus, you don't need to touch Hobgoblin Sweat, so...
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll just use that, and I have the rogue thing where it's a sneaky hand, I guess.
Yep, it is.
Oh.
Well, it's invisible compared to normal mage hands, which are just a magical floating hand that everybody can see.
Sneaky hand.
All right.
So,
Me luck.
make a sleight of hand check with your mage hand.
Okay.
Okay, so a 16. You kind of take the hand, wiggle your fingers a bit, and try and get it up and around. You see that the back of the necklace has started moving, and it starts sliding over the hobgoblin's head. They kind of loll over, though, and the ear kind of gets caught on the necklace as you're like trying to pull it off, and the string or the chain has like gotten like right underneath Lord Azrock's nose.
Oh no.
It seems he's about to sneeze.
Oh no. To sneeze.
3,
Alright.
2, 1.
I brace myself. I duck on the floor.
As a kitty, you get all this fucking detritus and you're like this
Of
dude stuck
course
in
he
your
would be
fur.
allergic to me.
You duck prone. Lurkana shudders awake and like kind of like leans over. Make a stealth check.
Oh God. Stealth. Where are you? Okay. Whew.
Nice.
You hear Lurkana moving around on the bed that's covered in like animal furs of varying underdark creatures. And she kind of goes, "Bless you," and she
Thank
kind of
you.
pulls Azrock
No,
towards her.
Alistair, say thank you.
No, I don't. That's not in character.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Absolutely not.
I was
Fuck,
looking for a
you're
towel.
so polite. They do it for the fucking.
Lurkana pulls Lord Azrock in to spoon and fixes the necklace from his nose.
Uh-oh.
It's now back on the neck.
By taking it off and putting it down on the bed. All right. wait a little bit until it looks like she's rested back asleep, and then.
Thank you.
Can I actually go under the bed and then just try to do it with my mage hand?
Oh, what? What are you
No,
doing?
not go under
Go
the
under the
bed.
bed and do what
I
you made.
I'm
Do.
not familiar with the arcane trickster's abilities, but I think they still need to be able to see their target.
I'll do it.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
well,
that you would still
yeah,
need to like do a stealth check probably. Well, either way, you'd probably have to do a stealth check, but it's
yeah.
more
So
out in
I'll
the
You're
just
an
open.
arcane.
try it. I'll just try it again.
Yeah,
So what
that's
is it?
cool.
Stealth, sleight of hand, right?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Oh fuck me. uh,
you kind of
she might just ask you.
I
you
think you just did.
you attempt to do it.
inspiration. Inspiration.
You want to use your inspiration? Well,
Yes.
tell you what. First, make a stealth check, because you need
Oh,
to.
I will do
Also,
that. That's fine.
it's not just a stealth check. It's I need a perception check for you to accurately determine that they're asleep or not.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. You're quiet as a mouse, cat.
I hate
Um,
those.
You are pretty sure that they have fallen back asleep. You at least hear some like heavy breathing, like, and you crawl out from under the bed again. You think to go like
Finally this time.
try and sleight of hand them, but you like kind of like put your hand up there and you're like patting around for it.
I slap him in the face. Like, oh, oops.
Well, you grab something, but you realize it's not the necklace, so you just kind of go, "Ah, gonna have to mage hand this," and you crawl out and make a new sleight of hand check using your inspiration.
Oh, okay. Character skills. Oh my god! Why dice?
Okay.
They're not real.
This one's gonna be against their.
Passive. Oh come on!
So, technically, nothing has changed.
Oh,
You try to pull it out over their head, but it seems to not be working. Lorcana's like holding on to them tight, and their cheek is up against the back of his head, and it is
what?
difficult because
Oh,
they're
fake cheek. Okay,
yeah, they spooning.
I was thinking the other cheek.
No.
That would be weird.
So it's kind of hard to get it past them. What do? You can try
Um,
again, but
I feel like I. Wait, one.
meanwhile, new to make a perception check.
Yeah, do that.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of ignoring the rest of you guys. I promise I'll be right back once Alistair finishes up with this. Okay. Newt, do you think you hear somebody coming? They're a little ways off, so you probably have like 2 rounds.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, I guess I have all the time in the world.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Hold on. Let me think. Fuck.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna
Try.
start, like, tapping my sign vigorously on the ground, just like...
Well, perception, I guess, from me.
Yeah,
Tap it
no, you
5
you don't need a perception. You know that
times.
that's
Okay.
Newt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well-
peeking.
Lorcana
guess I'm
kind of
gonna-
like shuffles a bit, as does Lord Azrock, as they hear what they kind of imagine to be knocking. This gives you a opportunity, should you wish to take it, to sleight of hand them once again.
I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I'll try it. Go. One time, baby. One time. All right.
All right. Using this slight distraction, you're able to mage hand the necklace off of Lord Azrock's neck. Now, just you're able to easily make the switch by undoing the clasp, putting a new ring on. But now here comes the other issue.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You can attempt to get it back around their neck, but you only have 1 more round left. You could just leave it there and hope that they just don't notice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave
Yeah.
it kind of. on him, but like kind of like almost near her hand as well. So it's almost like, oh, I woke up and I thought I adjusted it, but I guess I pulled it off accidentally.
Yeah, you kind of leave it unclasped, but new ring's still on it. And you drape it over them. Make a much easier sleight of hand check, just to not wake them.
Fuck me.
Okay, I said much easier, and that does it.
Okay.
You lay it on them gently, and then you start quickly making your way towards the door.
Hang it out.
Sneak on out.
And then close the door.
Yeah, I would close
Relock
the
it.
door too.
Yes.
Um,
Carefully.
Let's get
Yes.
out, buddy. There's somebody coming.
Get out of here.
Oh right, don't go that way. Don't go that way.
There's one. Well, okay. Yeah. Other thing, but okay.
Yeet.
you guys get away
Mm.
just as another patrol is going by. It seems to be the other patrol that's coming back from the other.
Go back. We gotta
Mission.
go back.
You guys quickly just kind of like wave hi to the guard. Hello. And then
Hello.
you walk past
Hello.
to where the rest of the
Good
party
day to you,
is.
sir.
Hello, everyone. Sorry.
Sorry about taking forever on the podcast. We're a podcast now.
We're
Um,
podcasting.
So I guess, what is it, signet ring of Rosner I can put?
Yeah,
Thanks,
Rosnar's
no.
signet ring.
Nice.
You guys got the ring. And everybody else is kind of like just still
Fantastic.
waking up from their long rest. Fully recovered and
And now we can get the F out.
alright.
Bean, how's the baby doing?
She's sleeping.
Hasn't made much more noises. At least until you guys came in. Lando is shuffling in their swaddle.
Looky what I found.
Great job.
It's gonna
Shiny.
come in
Do you even
mighty handy.
yes?
Yes, very shiny. I put it back and...
Didn't even.
All right, well, what else is on our agenda?
Leaving, I think, is on our agenda.
That seems like a good idea. We've caused a lot of ruckus.
We should get out of
Yes,
here quicker than a wait escaping a hunter. Just saying.
What are we doing with the kid? Bean gestures to Lando.
I don't know, leave it. They'll
Well,
find
Lando's
it.
coming with me. What are you talking about?
Not taking a kid.
We have to. I can't just leave him here.
I'm gonna
I'm
go.
sure
over-
they'll go ahead and find him and they'll take
gonna
care of
go
him
with-
afterward.
I'm gonna go over to BB, and I'm gonna whisper, and I'm gonna be like, but maybe we can trade it for something later. You know?
Whoa.
You can't.
What are we doing?
Definitely not that
Train
either.
it.
Whoa.
Kid belongs here. Kid's a goblin, belongs with his own kind.
He's gonna get
Wait, what the fuck?
eaten probably anyway, but maybe it'll.
Newt's a goblin. We're not leaving her here.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't even hear this conversation. So
We're not there, so shush.
To be fair,
Oh.
you're all a bunch of weirdos.
This is accurate.
just let him bring the baby. Just let him do it.
Well, does somebody have room in their knapsack for a dead head?
Yeah, I'll carry
Nope.
that one. I ain't taking the kid.
What are we gonna do with an 80s like rock star,
I take the decapitated
rock
head.
fan?
What?
Sorry.
Yes. I'll carry the
Dead
fancy
head.
ring. You take
Oh,
the decapitated head. Fair trade.
It also takes the baby.
And also takes a baby.
And you must gotta
Landu.
take care of that kid.
don't speak to me or my child ever again.
Problems.
Did you even earn custody of it?
You guys can figure out your next plans. I'm gonna take a quick bio break. So let me know what you guys want to do and where you guys want to head next once I get back. Bye.
Are we going to
All right.
go
Oh
and
god, they left us.
growl?
Where's the actual people that we have to kill or whatever?
They're on the lair. They're past this like castle. They're apparently hanging out in. Oh, let me see what my notes say.
I know the bring proof of the death of the drow leader. 'Tis in time from the group overtaking sizable territory of strong Caldur.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm,
Something like that. We also have a dagger to recover from the Duragar, but
yeah.
that's in Skullport, so that's useless.
That's when we get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's in the Sargoth area. Technically, this keep is near, or is in the Sargoth area, but I don't think we know exactly where they are. We just know that they don't like them.
Who
We
are the
want to-
Sargoth?
The Sargoth is just the area we're in
Yeah,
right now,
it's
or
like the
the
name of this
river
level.
Sargoth,
Yep.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
the Sargoth level.
I see.
So basically, if we go after him, we need to go and figure out where they are first. But the hobgoblins and their leader didn't want to tell us anything because you want to make sure that we weren't traitors. So we'll either have to leave now because we got all this shit, or we have to talk to them and figure out where to go next.
It might be risky to talk to them, but maybe that Preta Creeper person would know more. We heard
Who now?
rumors of her. Yes, there's a Preta Creeper who is quite creepy.
Uh,
The thing that you said that ate babies, you want to go back and talk to that thing.
I
They're
would
not
have to
that
do that.
thing. That's a different thing. This is the thing that nobody wants to talk to because they're so creepy.
That's true. The other thing was the gobbler. What? Right?
The hobgobbler
goblin?
was the creepy
Gobbler
thing that
is
ate the
the
kids.
guy.
The gobbler thing that ate the
The
kids. Right?
Gobbler is the guy that we took the baby from.
Right. His name was like something with an R.
It was Inrod or something like that. I not right?
That's-
No, I definitely.
That's what I
put it in
said.
the-
That's definitely what I said.
I wasn't there, so I couldn't write it down as notes. We should write down notes.
I did write notes.
Inrob. There we go. Inrob. Ainrob.
In a Rob.
Broccoli Rob?
Nice.
Broccoli
and
Rob.
then
Henry's Kitchen. Broccoli Rape.
So
Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Drow.
What way is the strong colder?
Chocolate Rain.
Where is that?
Isn't it's all the way to the top, to the far right, I think. Again, I
Chocolate
wasn't there.
Jane.
Ben, are you drunk?
Chocolate Shane.
Yes.
Molted seed.
No, I haven't had a sip of alcohol yet tonight. It's just
Yep,
me,
we're gonna
baby.
Yeah, we're gonna go before Chris comes back.
We're gonna go where?
No, I don't. No, I can't understand the layout right now. Like, I want to go towards the. Either towards the. I know where I want to go, and I know where Alistair wants to go, and they're two completely different things. I think.
It's hard enough finding out where to go in WoW, let alone a place that I don't know the layout or can see a map of. Like,
Is that an anime?
it's hard to just It's hard to
Okay.
just decide like I want to go here because I have no idea where it is. Like I
We
can't
just-
like.
Oh, Chris, that's where we want to go. That's
Well,
all.
that- But yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't even know where that is. Like where what is.
Either find the information by staying and talking to.
I know Alistair wants to talk to Preta Creeper. I know that, but I don't know if
Preta
that's in our
Creeper.
agenda. Preta Creeper.
I don't think it
Creative.
technically is. If it's something that you want to direct, then that can happen.
Yeah, I can sneakily be like, well, maybe she has information we need. Let's go talk to her now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, pull
Right.
a clack wanting to go to the fire place or whatever so he can get a fireball thing.
Chocolate rain. Sorry.
Did I get that stuck in your head now? Like,
Yeah, you did, Chocolate Shane.
I feel. I don't.
It's possible.
Never turn off the mic.
So
Red kind of the mic.
You lied to me.
All right,
So
so
we're
what?
gonna go and fight some drow, unless Alistair decides he wants to bring us to this other lady. Is what
Wh-
sounds like.
Yeah. I feel like.
I need to take this kid out of here. We can find a place to put him, Where do you think that might be?
Ash.
Maybe
Shut up!
maybe Preta Creeper would like a baby.
No, I don't want to give it. I
They
need to give it to
sound
somebody
like
who
a-
cares.
Nobody cares about goblin children.
Jeez, I look at
Based on
Newt
my-
and I cry a little bit.
Well,
Like,
not
don't
Newt.
listen to him.
We all love Neot.
You don't even know her name.
I do know her name. It's Neot.
It's not. It's not. It's not at all.
I believe it's. Well, is it more like instead of Neot? Is it
Okay.
Neot?
Yeah, that's closer.
Yeah, that sounds about right for me walking
I
back in
got
on
the
everything.
hairball.
Maybe give the goblins on level above.
Are they nicer up there? No. Are the goblins
Was it-
nicer up there?
Wasn't the map makers goblins?
Do you
They
think?
were,
Oh, they
were
were a couple.
halflings, I believe.
But they were a
Halflings are
nice couple.
Hmm.
That
Maybe.
would so give them custody.
Have I made a
Traditional
map
metal-
of this place? I've been making a map of this place.
Yeah, I promise one of
Yeah.
these days I'll get you guys a map of this place.
No, but I
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
Oso has been making the map. Like,
Yeah.
as he's been walking through.
Oh, I thought
So
you meant
I've-
like Ben has been drawing a map in real life.
No,
I was
Oso.
getting excited.
Well, you can certainly make a check. Do you have cartographer's tools?
I do.
Oh. Do you have proficiency in it?
I do, because
Oh.
I have a basically eidetic memory of all of my places that I've been and. gone
Oh,
through.
that's different technically.
But I remember it, like I can recall it.
You remember it. So I can definitely like tell you like where like that you recognize it, but you probably wouldn't be able to draw a perfectly accurate map. You could probably draw a good generic map, which like blob that says Asrock's Hold, and then like to the south is like this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can really give you with that. But if you had
But I'm a-
cartographer's tools, you would be able
I have
to
an
accurately
excellent
draw
memory
it.
for maps and geography. No, I do have cartographer's tools as well.
So you have those tools, but you don't have proficiency. You can attempt to use them just without proficiency.
They gave me stuff before I left. They gave me like
Oh,
stuff to use.
I
from, like-
vaguely remember that, yeah. But
yeah, I have
you
a
still
cartography kit.
just you can attempt to, you just don't have proficiency.
Oh, okay. So what would I use the cartography kit?
So
Use as a resource?
since you don't have proficiency, you can technically just make a intelligence check.
Okay. Well, I was using the cartography kit with that wanderer trait, basically.
Make an intelligence check.
I'll do it. Whoops. Hang on a second. Don't look. Nobody look at me. Nobody look at me. Avert your eyes.
Eyes on him. Everyone.
Yeah, it's
Is that-
pretty much a map of what I described. You have a big blob that says Asrock's Hold, and sort of in the north center it says Throne Room.
But can I do like hallways and stuff? Like, there's nothing. Even like just,
Sadly,
like, a
no.
Weird. God damn it! That doesn't make any sense. How can I recall it perfectly, but I can't draw it?
Ben,
Well, I
everybody
know
can
exactly what a
see
dragon looks like, but I can't draw one.
Yeah.
That's my life in trying to teach people.
Yeah, also,
But
I
I'm
went
not-
hiking the other weekend, and we knew where we were going, but I don't think I could draw a map of it.
But
I
I
might be
no,
able
I have
to.
excellent memory for maps and geography.
It
You can
doesn't
always
mean
recall.
your hands work.
But I'm a robot. I don't have like a problem with hand-eye coordination. Like,
A magical robot creature.
all right,
of sen-
fine, whatever.
Also, you attempted to do it, but you just don't have proficiency with the tools.
Okay. So how it's like it's still a map though.
It's still a map. It probably just needs some work.
It's-
And your
You know
eidetic
what,
memory
Ben?
is still intact. If you go to a place and say, "Where are we?" I, as the DM, will probably say, "You've been here before."
Like I can find my way out of
Yeah.
places. I just can't draw. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
That's
fine,
kind
fine,
of how
fine,
that
fine.
works.
Well, I
If
want to
you-
go back to these people. And
If you
and be
wanted
like,
to say actually to the DM, you take the keened mind feat, which is you can accurately recall any information in the past like 3 months. It's like, what did that person
Jesus.
say to us? And then the DM says, I don't know, you don't remember. And then the keen mind person goes, actually, you have to tell me.
You just tell me exactly what he said. All right, that's good to
Okay,
know
that's
for
enough of that.
future.
But we got that hashed out. Did you guys make a decision on where you want to go? It sounded like you were weighing the options of Lando.
Well, yeah, I want to take him now to the other layer and give him to try and see if that couple will take him.
Okay, so back to Skullport.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how to get back to Skullport.
Oh, good.
In fact, you could probably make it back through those caverns that you guys explored without even needing to make a roll, thanks to the Wanderer feature.
Through the bottom, like the bottom left of this map. Is that where it was?
That is where you guys entered. Yeah, good
Okay.
memory. You have a
Yeah.
keen mind for maps and geography, dude.
I
So we
do.
go through
That's
the
all I remember.
fungal wastes.
So
Okay.
I say we go back to
Go back to
and see if
Skullport.
we can get rid of these. Get rid of this kiddo.
Okay.
Yeah, well, while we're back there, we can always look for that dagger they were looking for.
Yeah.
Since
Right.
That's where they are.
Lurkana did suggest to go back to Skullport because that's where she saw the Durgar heading.
Well,
Let's do it.
2 small birds and 1 big stone.
All right. That's a little
Smash.
aggressive. Smash. Why are you trying to smash
Got
these
him.
birds? Are you? Is Alistair licking his lips as he's thinking about these birds being destroyed?
And he
I
just
can't do that.
hates birds and like mice and stuff.
It's really
Fucking
strange.
things.
So
And red laser pointers.
damn, I hate those things.
It's a laser pointer.
So are you aren't seeking out Liffy to say goodbye to them or anything, are you?
Nah,
Okay.
I think we had our time and it's over.
All right.
That's when
Then
we fast
if the
travel.
rest of you guys don't have anything to do, I can pretty much just take you guys back there. We can fast travel that. Nothing much has changed on that journey. Let's copy you guys. And I'm gonna do what I call yeet travel. I'm going to take you guys all the way down. There you go. So yeah, you guys travel your way back through the caverns, leaving Azrok's Hold. You do have your papers still with you, so you might be able to come back to Azrok's Hold and be relatively safe anytime. You guys head back into the southern caverns. Thanks to Oso's Wanderer feature, you guys are able to navigate back through the caverns. You even pass by that fork that you passed earlier, where there were bloodstains and another sign for Azrok's Hold, which you now recognize, down the opposite path. You guys head back to Skullport. And let's a go.
Go, go.
Go.
I think the first thing when you get rid of the kid.
There you guys go. Sorry, I just needed to make sure Lando was there. You guys
Alright.
pop
Yes,
out
and I will.
in the northwest portion through, what was it, the Shadow Pass?
Up there?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that how we got here though? I
Yes,
thought we were
it
on
is.
the other layer. Okay.
I literally left you there.
All right. Well, the other layer, the cartographers are on another layer, right?
Well, you
Like
have a
the
very good memory
second?
for maps and geography, so I will tell you.
Really?
Dang, where is they? That's the. Actually, they are on the lowest level. They're in the.
It's like where the flag and the dragon is, right?
They're at the
But
Sword and the
below?
Sextant.
Sword and the sextant. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Sextant.
Easy
All
peasy.
right. Well, let's go over there.
All right. Yeah,
Sounds
you
good.
guys start heading through Skullport. You guys are making your way along this way. It looks like there are a few shady people just kind of like lurking around near where the well is as you walk by. Several of them have dark cloaks. One of them seems to be holding something beneath their cloaks. they kind of like look at you as you guys pass, and kind of pause what they were doing, waiting for you guys to leave. Do you guys keep
Can I
going?
make a perception check to see if I can get a better idea of what it is?
Sure.
Yay. Where's my game? There we go.
All right. You guys, as you guys are walking past, Alistair, you kind of like peer out from behind one of your larger compatriots, and probably Vok. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think we all know that.
Vok has like almost a large creature stats, so
Yeah, sticks out. It's taller than me. It's like Jesus. What's that walking tree and that massive
who is that
fucking mound
Ogrelon?
behind him?
So you're able to quickly peer as they think that you've passed. They seem to be exchanging something, kind of using the sleeves, long sleeves of their hooded cloaks to protect it. They're kind of like exchanging a box and a small satchel that seems kind of
It's-
wet.
It's death sticks.
Box in a small satchel.
Why don't you go home and rethink your life?
No, where was that? The well?
I wanna
Yeah,
go
it was
home
just
and
like
visit
in
my
this area near Skull Square. Skull Square.
Skull Square.
Skull Square!
Skull Square. Squirtle.
Let's turn all these
Wow.
places into Pokemon.
No, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it, dude. Okay, you guys moving on?
The flagon and the dragonite. Yeah.
Nice. Right, you guys start heading on through Skullport. You see a few, like, of those floating skulls, just kind of floating aimlessly nearby. You kind of ignore them. You don't want to deal with that right now. The guts and the garters, it looks like they've made several repairs. There were a few perfect, squares that were sort of disintegrated in the walls, and they've been patched up with like wood and stone and stuff. You guys eventually make it to the Sword and the Sextant. You open the door and hear the clink of the bell as you enter onto their little carpet in their room covered with maps and such. You have your little dude in tow, and you see the two halflings, Oleander and Will.
We have searched.
I come
the
in and I say,
entire Undermountain,
guess
and we have it mapped
what?
out for you.
As you're
We'll
shouting,
suck it,
guess
don't
what? Alistair repeats what he said because I didn't hear.
It wasn't funny enough. Go on.
Okay.
Okay.
My
It
apologies.
didn't need to be funny. Just wanted to know what you said.
I think we've seen you before. You were here not but a few days ago, I venture.
That's
Yes, I believe
correct.
they were. So,
You guys gave me maps and stuff to draw to help. Look! I pull it out, very excited, very proud.
I drew a blob.
oh,
I got it. I got a map of the lair of the Azrok's lair.
Oh, Azrok's Hold, did you?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah. Check it out. What do
I-
you think?
Yes.
I'm so proud of it.
So we did
so
know that
proud.
there was a throne room, but you have graciously pointed out where that throne room is. Thank you, little
So welcome.
you tall little tree man.
Yeah.
This will
Hey, I have another question for you.
we're gonna put this one over on our cold box.
We'll put this one on the
That's great.
refrigerator.
He doesn't hang it on the refrigerator by any chance, does he?
He puts it on his cold box, which is like a
Oh, that's fucking
It's-
wonderful. He's definitely ready
Indeed.
for children. All right. I have another question
that
for
was
you
a
guys.
test. Yes. What is it? Oso, was it?
That's right. God, you've got such a good, attentive memory. Like, you're still really sharp. How old are you guys?
I'm in my upper 40s.
Wow. You don't look a day over 39.
I'm 39.
Oh, you don't look a day over 38. So, how long have you guys been, married? Are you? I assume you're married. Are you a couple? Right?
We don't
You guys were
really
together.
respect the platitudes of marriage.
Good.
But yes,
yeah,
we're
me
married.
neither,
We're
me
married.
neither.
Yes.
I hate it. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, but marriage is very valuable. Just agreeing with everything each one of them says. Do you guys have any children? Or is it just you two here?
Well, we can't really. We didn't adopt. No. No, we haven't really had the chance. I mean, we're running a business. We just retired from adventuring to start this business in Skullport.
Right, and life just kind of gets ahead of you, right? You know, just kind of put something aside and you get to pick it back up sometimes, huh?
Make a persuasion check. They kind of like look at each other.
Oh, whoops.
So where is this going?
So, like, can I be your surrogate?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. I haven't asked anything yet.
You haven't asked anything yet, but they're kind of like looking at each other, and you're hoping that they're looking at each other like, "Oh yeah, lost opportunities," but they're kind of looking at each other just confused.
Just like,
What's this? What's going on? Are we in trouble? What are you going on about, Tree?
Tree. He just knew my name was Oso, and now he's calling me Tree again.
Listen
Look, I
here,
don't-
Druid.
I just I have a bit of a dilemma, but you two seem so nice. I thought, I'd come to you first. And I step closer and I like open the cloth to show that there's like a tiny goblin child that I'm holding.
What is that thing?
Oh, what? I pull him back like, what? No, he's cute. No, what do you mean?
No, he's not.
He's-
What are you doing bringing a goblin in here? Yes,
It's a
it looks
child.
like a monster. It looks at Newt awkwardly. I guess it's no harm to anybody, but why did you bring that thing in here?
Good. They're real good at not messing with their customers.
I didn't have anywhere else to take him, and he was being beat up by the other goblins, and this one was gonna get fed to the terrible, terrible creature down there. So we had to
Fed
save
to a
him.
creature. What kind of things
Yes.
has this thing been through?
Terrible, terrible things. Azrock is not a good person, and that is not a good place. I just thought he needed a better life, and it's not with me, but maybe you could give that to him.
Is anybody else pitching in on this?
I do.
Okay. Do you say anything in particular?
Not really, because I feel kind of sad that they looked at me.
Oh, you just like looking cute and sad, like.
Okay, you kind of give them puppy dog eyes and try and like guilt trip them. So I'm gonna give Oso advantage. Make a new persuasion check.
All right.
Now that they know what they're being persuaded about.
No.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You have advantage, I said,
Oh, okay.
because Newt is helping you.
All right.
Your argument isn't
Unexpected.
particularly convincing, but maybe the guilt will get them.
Oh my
Or
God,
maybe they just really don't want a goblin child.
isn't meant to be.
BB's gonna step in, just pushing past you both, and just like, all right, look here. These things are dependable little grunts. I've noticed that most of them will do anything that you
What
tell
the
them to do as
fuck?
long as you raise them right. Shut up,
Yes,
Oso.
use them as,
So,
use
with a
them
little
as
bit of
child
food.
labor.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of food, a little bit of love and care. You know, they were eating each other's ears down there. I'm sure that you could have either a good guard dog, or you could have a good, I don't know, little clerk. And I look about the place. Might be able to keep this place kind of tip-top shape.
They mature very quickly.
That is accurate.
Yeah, I say that to them. It's like they'll be running around and doing work in no time.
We don't have the
And
means.
won't outgrow at you.
I start
Fuck. You start what?
tap dancing.
Oh,
Da,
jeez.
da, 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 da.
Look,
Oh, my baby.
You're all kind
Oh,
of
my
like
God.
pitching in on this, and the halflings are like, we don't have the means. We're not making enough money to make ends meet. We can barely feed both of us, let
Alright,
alone a
fine.
little child.
don't calm yourself. Calm yourself. Don't worry about it. We'll just be on our way then. I got one more idea, Oso. I'm gonna take the kit and bring it to Dalaran's fortress.
Wait,
Dalagor.
Or thank you.
Take it
asked-
to Dalaran.
To
Do they have-
Dalaran.
to Dalaran. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. No, they wouldn't be the people. All right. Okay, I take
Go to the
them.
other side of
I
Thorn.
take them. No, I was gonna see if they could make me like a satchel to put him on my back.
We ain't keeping the kid.
Yeah, but I need to carry him around in case we have to.
We ain't.
I'm not gonna leave it on the
keeping
street.
the kid.
All right. Well, you may not be keeping the kid, but I'm keeping the kid.
Kid's in my arms right now. We're walking to Dalagor's fortress.
I follow you very closely.
Of course you. You're just like.
I'm like guarding your sides, like as if you're gonna throw him. Just
I
like
need to breathe.
Go ahead.
It's hard.
Not the ice breath, right?
It's lightning breath.
lightning.
You
Oh,
racist.
well, whatever.
Racist.
You dragons are all the same.
Uh-huh. Back over to Dalagor's fortress so we can try and drop off the kid with that guy.
Okay.
What?
So, Vok, why don't you make a perception check?
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't important.
Oh, okay.
You guys close the door behind you and head off towards Dalagor's fortress, which is quick and easy. You can go up these stairs here. It hasn't been a week, so there's probably no need to check on your armor, Oso, from Thaglar's
Okay.
foundry. But let's go to the
I was
next.
gonna ask about that.
Yeah, but I figured I'd put your
Thank
mind at ease.
A tease? Put my mind at ease?
Yeah, gonna put your mind all a tizzy.
You tease.
Never mind it is.
You
Good
fucking
man.
tease.
Kidman could have made you good armor.
Yeah, he
But he
could have.
did.
I sure do wish Cademan was here. I say out loud for no reason, I guess.
I think we'll miss him.
Who said that? Cademan?
The spirit of Cademan appears. Why did you let my head go by?
All right, you guys make it to the next level, the midsection of Skullport. You guys head along the dock. Do you guys want to pause for a half hour at the door like last time, or is that just a one-time thing?
I'm knocking on the. No, I'm knocking in the.
Ah!
Right
Ah! Ah! What is that thing?
Oh, God. Every fucking time.
Knocking in.
All right.
I guess knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Wait, this is the place that I destroyed that orb last time, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. Okay.
You guys
No.
enter. You see Felrax, the Copper Dragon, and they are once again at their studies. Looks like they've picked up a different book. They're kind of like standing at a lectern and like making little notations in it. They look back towards you guys. You guys do have a. Did you guys have a key to this place?
He said we had a free stay. I don't remember if he gave us a key or not.
Oh, sorry. He made it so the arcane ward wouldn't keep you out. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
that's what it was.
I was like, I think you guys had a way in.
I knew it wasn't locked. I just remember.
Yeah,
that.
it's like I knew we could just come in this time, yeah.
He quickly, like, he gets kind of startled and like grabs for his staff and like looks back towards you guys. Oh, it's you guys. Wait, it's you guys.
What?
Which one of you lowlifes destroyed my orb?
What are you talking about?
I had an orb upstairs where you guys were, but for a brief moment. No one else has really come in the fortress that day, but I still noticed it was missing. And what
Felrax,
stamped
I was
underneath
here
my
with you.
foot but a crunch of glass. And the necromancer spirit is nowhere to be seen. It could be
It sounds like
anywhere.
you broke it.
No. Someone
You
hid
step-
it under the
Did
rug.
you step on your orb?
Don't you try to flame skull me.
What if it was a ghost? I just saw a ghost a brief moment ago.
What? Really?
I saw
right.
Oh my god.
Felrax, I will make a point that I was down here with you while we were discussing things. So
Yeah, why would I want to
I
unleash a
stepped next to him and was like,
necromancer?
don't be adding with them.
So
it's
sorry, BB, make a persuasion. I guess Oso and Newt make a individual deception checks.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, this.
Oh, all right.
All right.
All right.
So at first Felrax gets very defensive and says, "You, I expected better from a Dragonborn. You weren't up there too. You tried to cover for them, and well, maybe it was just a ghost or something, but regardless, there's a necromancer loose in Skullport somewhere, and I need to catch it and
no.
maintain this position at the Harpers."
So what you're saying is that if we go and get it anyway, you'll take care of this kid. Straight.
You hold
Just
out
don't even
Lando.
Talk about the kid.
Hold out, Lando.
Lan-
Watch this thing. We'll go take care of it.
you guys have
All
been walking for a few hours to get back to Skullport. Lando's loincloth is relatively full.
Hand it
Oh.
not to not to Felrax. I hand it back to Oso. I was like, he's gonna change that kid first, and then
What?
we're gonna take care of it.
What do you mean?
Your kid.
Wha- Oh God.
You claimed it.
Do all humanoids do this? I don't need to eat.
Is it just
Yeah,
a goblin
pretty
thing, or
much. I believe that thing shat itself.
Buck? Like that's a small pile. But pretty big for his size. I take it outside and change it. Or is there a restroom? I don't know. Is there a changing room?
Dalagor's fortress does seem to have a latrine. I
Very.
don't know why I said latrine. It's not really a latrine. It's more like a bathroom. Lavatory. A lavatory.
Okay.
Tried to find a more archaic word than
A
bathhouse.
laboratory.
Privy.
Get out of my laboratory.
I
You
need to wash my hands.
great. You head up there, make a sleight of hand check to change the child. Meanwhile, you guys are stuck here with Felrax.
Don't worry about that.
I mean, that's
Oh,
kind
no.
of the thing it makes. There's like a green cloud that
Wild
comes
thing.
out.
Oh man.
Time to change this baby. Turn into an ape.
Turn into a bear.
You're having some difficulties up there. I won't go
It's
into
a real horror
details,
show.
but
Yeah, changing.
needless to
diapers is
say,
not my thing.
it's
Sometimes-
not
oh,
quite as bad as
I don't have a replacement loincloth, so I have to find like some special cloth that's like,
you
in there.
find Felrax's white towels.
embroidered towel. Oh, Alistair's like nice luxury.
But otherwise, the room is starting to look like that scene in Dumber and Dumber.
Oh, God.
Not quite that bad, but people would probably do the same Bob Saget stare around the room.
Towels are white, but are they warm?
Yeah,
No,
the
they're not
loincloth.
warm.
Oh,
They're
shit.
cold like the rest of the Undermountain. Damn, I did
Yikes.
it. Add one to the counter. So, Felrax is still downstairs with you guys. Is that a goblin child? Why do you want me to take care of a goblin child?
Well, because we have to go find your necromancer.
Oh, so you're
Duh.
not there.
You're not there.
Oh, I thought I walked back out. Sorry.
No, this is going on. They didn't wait for you to come back,
Diaper changing takes a long
Gotcha.
time.
especially
Okay.
with an 8.
You're right. You're right.
And no loincloth. Gotta use a towel. Gotta pin that right.
Or what do you guys saying to Felrax?
I ain't saying anything. This is all your kid. You figure this one out.
Oso is not there.
Newt is.
It's not hers.
I start tap dancing again.
That's gonna
Make a
do
performance check.
Distraction.
Is
Guys,
this Henry Stickmin?
I trip mid Tap dance.
Yeah, you kind of like do a pathetic little tap dance. You realize you're not wearing tap shoes. You're just kind of like making the motions of going
Your claws are just like
Soft patter of like dirt and stone.
pat pat.
Felrax
We-
just
we-
kind of like blinks. Does somebody with any sense want to tell me what's going on?
Just pinch my nose with my fingers. These morons decided to pick up a kid while we
Whoa.
were down in the Goblin Fortress, so I ain't having it. I'm throwing that out there. It ain't sticking with us. But it might be helpful to you when it gets older and be able to do some cleaning around here and maybe keep you some company. We can take
that
care of that
sounds nice.
necromancer as trade.
Well, getting rid of that necromancer would be getting rid of a huge thorn in my side.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I hear child rearing is a difficult job.
Yeah, I would know nothing about that.
Oh, is he not up to it? Oh, I'm not there. Shit. that would be my reverse psychology.
BB, make a cold turkey sort of persuasion
I am not
check.
a bad.
Yeah, well, make a persuasion check anyway. You're trying to. Okay. So the logic seems sound to Felrax, and he just kind of weighs his options for a few seconds.
I'll take my hand at that necromancer any day. Child rearing? Mm-mm. Nope. Rather get bit by a snake.
That being
Both
said,
times.
I won't last forever. I suppose I could use an apprentice.
Nice.
And a goblin could well prove sneaky in the harbors.
Oh, God, I feel like I've set these events in motion with one goblin being taken by the other by Leffy, and then this one being trained as an apprentice.
And then
They're gonna have a showdown and on Mustafar, like 100 years later.
Exactly.
20 years later they meet.
They were split. They were twins. We didn't know.
You were my brother. But Lando, look at what you're doing.
I hate them.
I hate you.
You killed the goblins.
You were supposed to.
Goblin.
You were supposed
You
to
were supposed
unite
to
the
save
hobgoblins
the
under Mount
goblin.
Glubiet.
Oh no.
Okay, well that's canon now. You guys have like a brief flash into the future, and then just kind of shake your heads. It must have been a dream. You all.
One of my, one of my visions, one of my nightmares again.
God.
So Raven vision.
Okay, so Felrax agrees to take in this child, and
Thank you kindly.
in return, you guys will find this necromancer hidden somewhere in Skullport, or perhaps beyond. So,
There.
honestly, you don't know where it
Wow.
went. It's a
As
spectral red
soon-
mist, so
As soon as he agrees to this, I walk out and say, I kick the door open, running out and go, "Oh my God, that's awful! Holy shit, this is terrible. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Oh God!" And then I put the baby down on the counter and say, "Well, thanks for everything."
are those my towels?
Wait, where were those towels when we stayed here?
In my nice
Yeah.
lavatory.
Where were those towels? Alistair? I'd take it up with the manager.
Felrax picks up the child and goes, "What's its name?"
Lando.
Oh, odd name for a girl goblin. Anyway,
It's a what?
I'll try and do something. I suppose I need to go shopping now.
That's probably a good idea.
All right. Well,
I give
got a
him
kid to take care
4
of.
gold.
thank you. This
I
will
don't got
certainly
much.
help. I don't
I
know
give
where I'm
him-
gonna find supplies like this here. Perhaps I'll make a visit back to Waterdeep.
I give him my platinum piece.
Thank you.
It's like,
I said, "Don't spend it all in one place."
I'm
And
probably going to be spending it in very many places.
That's
Before
what
you
she
head
said.
off, any sort of tips or figuring out where that creature might have run off to?
Well, we don't actually need to do that. I mean, okay.
Yes, more information
I'm
on this
gonna
thing would be
glare at you, Oso.
Honestly, unless you guys have a way to track it, it might be better if I find this necromancer first and give you guys information on where they are. Tell you what, I have a few of these. They reach into their pocket and hands out a ring. They hand it to BB because they assume that BB is the most responsible of the group. And
Excuse
Take
me.
the ring.
That's fair.
now, if you press
I get upset for
my
a second.
pocket.
I say, yeah, that's fair.
if you press on the gemstone, the little purple thing on top, and speak into it, I will be able to hear the message, and vice versa. He holds up a matching ring.
Is this a one-time thing or is this multiple-time thing?
No, you can do this as much as you want. Please do not
When you
abuse
push
that.
it, what
Yeah.
sound does it make? Does it make a sound? Does it go teet, 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 teet?
Yeah, I guess can I just check to
It
make
does
sure
not
it works?
go, Kim, what's the sitch? It goes,
Come on.
chirp chirp.
I push the
All right.
button and I talk into it and I say, I hate Oso.
What the fuck?
You can't hear this.
Oh,
I
shit.
whisper into it.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
Alright, I guess you're in it.
Did it work?
I think so.
Yes, it did.
Great.
But I will notify you when I discover this necromancer's new position. They've become quite wily. It's difficult to track a misty undead creature. Who knows what havoc they could be wreaking, but perhaps they're laying low. Either way, it may take some time. But
Well, we'll be here.
in the meantime, I will be shopping. Are you guys staying at Dalagor's fortress?
I look around.
Ooh.
Are we?
This might be a nice place to stay for the night.
Do you have any more of those
Oh.
towels?
We did just rest.
I
No, I mean later on. Like we'll come back.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely come back because we can walk in.
Get a rain check. Get a rain check.
Yeah, we'll take a one room for the night tomorrow night, later tonight.
Free
What?
book it.
listen. I don't know exactly when night is, so
Oh, I thought you did. Well, then we'll figure it out then, huh? We'll just play it by ear. Or, I don't have ears.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go to the surface. If you're leaving now, then I'm just going to. And then he just kind of swishes his finger, and there is a like sudden pang, and a orb surrounds Lando, and he just like is caught in like this gerbil ball, and kind of rolls onto the
Nice.
ground. That should hold him for a while. I'm off, and then walks out the door.
Why did I picture the
Parenting at
baby
its
Yoda
finest.
cradle?
He looks safe, I guess.
He is rolling around on the ground. Felrax is long gone.
Is he like laughing, and smiling? Like, is he?
He's just kind of exploring his new orb.
He's rolling around in his orb. All right. Okay, I'm fine with this. We can always come back and check on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care. Personally.
Who are you?
But,
Nothing.
okay.
I'm with you,
Are there
Alistair.
any towels left in that room?
I don't know, Alistair. You can go check.
Will do.
You head up to the room to check, and oh my god, it's everywhere. There was another towel in this room, but it is covered. You're not
What?
sure what Oso kind of did, but it is.
It was changing a baby, not chain. Like, did you smear it on the walls on purpose?
It's on the ceiling.
How did that even?
How
get
did it
there?
get on the ceiling?
Oh my word! You-
Are you yelling that from up there? Can we all hear you?
Just making Kitty like
No, I came
hairball noises.
Well, anyway, let's proceed with whatever the hell we were doing.
Did you find the litter box?
I don't know what that is.
What do you mean?
I hand Alistair a bar of soap. And go, I think you might need this. By the sounds you were making.
Does he smell?
The little kitty's room.
No, I'm letting him
thank
wash
you.
his hands from the feces that are all over the wall.
You find the little kitty's room? Let's get out of here.
Add one bar
Mhm.
of soap.
Onwards and
welcome.
upwards.
What scent is it?
It's definitely old Western dude, so it smells like fat.
Oh, Old Spice.
It's just musty. No.
It's just fat.
old. No spice.
It smells
I'm
vaguely of
overrated.
BB.
It's lion fat.
Lion fat. Holy shit.
That's what
Sandalwood?
soap is, damn
The
it.
fat might be good though. What if it smells like whale fat? Is like smells really good.
It's an
Ambergris.
oily
like-
musk that's used as a base for perfume because things cling to it. It doesn't smell good.
BB
Oh.
goes on this tirade about how complicated it is to
Soap.
make soap.
To make perfumes and soaps.
Well, it's not my scent, but it'll do.
Everyone just kind of like stares at BB. What? I have hobbies.
It's my mom's shop. Shut up.
I didn't know that about you.
I do.
Gotta
Maybe you
think
should
about it.
ask.
All right, where are you guys headed
I have
in
a lot of
Skullport?
questions.
I don't need to ask.
I don't need to ask. We need to go. I mean, I need to go to the fucking wood place, the Willow Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like a couple levels down.
That is a
It's
couple
like
levels
27 layers down.
down.
I
It's
think
like
we
2
should-
levels down,
like
but yeah.
two.
Oh, okay. I thought it was layer 27.
Well,
for some
that
reason.
dagger was
that's,
supposedly.
BB is 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
so-
the Duragar that took the
The dagger, yes.
dagger.
We could go looking for
Do
him.
we know where they would be? Yeah.
Well, let's ask around.
You have met a few Duragar here.
There was a shopkeeper that was a Duragar.
The one that inspects
Wasn't it-
gemstones is a Duragar.
Might be a
The
good place to go first.
the grumpy one that served you guys sturge pie.
Oh my god, you can
is a
interrogate
Duragar.
him.
Well, it's a dagger.
He was mean, so let's go to him first.
No. We can go to
Where's the trigger?
Smith. Or the weapons dealer.
Thaglar is
Thaglar's
also
own?
a
Thaglar, yeah.
Duragar, I think.
I mean, even if they weren't a Duragar, it's still a weapon. So
we did have
maybe.
he and I. I mean, I do have money.
Thaglar.
So, like, we have a good relationship. You
Yeah.
know, we have a business relationship.
Yes, Thaglar is a Durgar, just confirmed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say
Alright.
that'd be a good first place to go, unless we want to go someplace else.
Well, let's check it out. I can check on my armor. I mean, he said it'd be
We
a
can
week, but who
always
knows?
ask him if he's seen anything. He is a master of weaponry. Maybe he has traded for it.
Possibly.
We'll see.
It's probably been about 3.5 days since you left Skullport, I would
So
say.
So
So
he just saw us.
yeah, it's like half a week though.
Yeah.
So you guys head over along to the second story of Thaglar's foundry. You do hear noise coming from within the second floor, and you open the door, and there's several anvils in this room of varying shapes and sizes, probably for different purposes. And you see Thaglar hard at work, pounding away at some hard metal
Woman.
on the nearest anvil.
Or
Ting, ting, ting. Hey. Oh, you're back? I said it'd be a week.
Oh no, we're not back for that. But no, glad you remember me.
Well, it has only been a few days,
Hello.
and you are a tree person.
That's true.
Is that one still staying outside? Or points,
Alistair.
points at the cat.
oh yeah, because I was like, oh, this place is disgusting. I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
I just yell from him at the door. Have you seen a special dagger come through here by any chance?
The only special daggers that come out of here are mine.
So all your
Well-
daggers are special, right?
Dead end.
Aye.
So ain't
Well, this
nobody trying to
one-
sell you some daggers.
Hmm.
So maybe
Maybe.
not coming out. What about coming in?
What is this information that you're looking for worth to you?
A better friendship.
1 bar of soup.
I just gave
You
you
look
that
like you
soap,
need it.
damn it.
Damn,
but I
you
love it
covered
so
in
much.
soot. I'm a Duragar.
I mean, I don't have much on me other than a few gold coins and myself, but it's
I did it once and I said, oh, it's not.
Hmm.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I guess the information's valuable, but maybe not that valuable. How much you willing to part with it? forehead.
I don't know what sort of particular dagger you need. Maybe I know this information, maybe I don't.
Insight check.
Well, I'll tell you what. Can I try and convince him of something real quick?
Oh, yeah, I'm just reading into him. I'm not
Yeah, you can make
trying
an
to
insight
persuade him.
check, regardless.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that like these guys are dangerous, right? So like he wouldn't want to be.
They might be dangerous.
They
Alright,
might
well,
be
let me-
dangerous for
They might
others,
be
but you
working
go
with
through
him.
Duergar. Yeah, you
Well,
might
I
be
meant
working with him.
I meant for us. We're like looking for him because he's kind of a criminal. Oh yeah, they're both Duergar though.
Well, just because he's a Duergar doesn't mean he's a bad dude. Come on.
Hmm.
No, I know, but he's a weapon maker. I thought like maybe they might
So,
be like in
BB,
cahoots.
with your insight check, Thaglar seems like he might know some stuff, but does still seem kind of confused. He doesn't know exactly what you're looking for, but he's looking to profit off of it.
All right. I mean, definitely try and see what he knows.
Like you said, a
alright.
special dagger. He doesn't know what kind of special dagger you're looking for.
Fine, just for tips and whatever bits you might have, I'll put 4 gold coins down. Just
And
looking
I'll-
for a dagger that might have been stolen recently. Now we're not looking to.
And I'll throw one. I'll throw one from the doorway. In this too.
I'll catch it and put it down.
Okay, sleight of hand.
I definitely catch
Oh,
it.
there you go.
Okay, you catch it and slam it down.
We're a team.
Make a persuasion check to try and bribe this guy. Right?
briberies.
He like picks up the gold coins, sniffs them.
We
So
ain't looking to harm anybody, just saying. We're just looking for that item to bring it on back home to where it belongs.
sort of dagger we looking for?
Special one.
Special? I know special. Can you
Describe
describe it?
Cat-
Do you know any information?
So special.
All I
Is
know, it's handcrafted.
Actually,
Handcrafted?
Handcrafted.
You said special. Does it have magic?
Possibly has magic on it. Helps someone to see.
who would
Possibly has magic on it.
who did
It might be a
Mhm.
dagger. Is
Newt
it
the
sharp?
one that-
Perhaps. Does it have a hilt? Who's to say?
I don't know any
Who's to
information about
say?
this dagger. All I know is that it helps this person see,
Could
and that's
be
it.
in
There's
there,
no
right?
other information that we have, so I'm trying to just go off of that.
Okay. Are you revealing that it
I said possibly has magic, possibly helps a person to
The
see.
blind sight
Okay,
dagger.
Gotcha. Didn't hear the last part.
Oh,
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it gives blind sight.
Oh.
So, Thaglar kind of like searches his head. I don't think that anybody came by trying to sell it, but I did see someone with a really nice dagger. They were coming through and upping on their arrows. I repaired one of their long swords too. Well, axes, sorry. A little fuzzy. But yeah, I think that they were a bunch of Duergar.
I don't remember if we fought this guy. They were Duergar?
Yeah. There's 3 or 4 of them.
Guys, that has to be them.
They seem to be from Clan Iron Eye, I think.
Iron Eye.
Iron Eye.
Iron Eye with the blind sight dagger. Huh?
That's, That's a funny little mnemonic tool, I suppose.
Thanks. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty smart. Pretty good with those things. I'm a funny guy.
Please go.
And where might someone try to at least locate any member of this Iron Eye clan?
Skullport.
Well, I'm not sure where they were headed. I just know of their existence. They're a rough bunch.
So what you're saying is find the deepest, dirtiest, darkest hole and possibly go down and try and punch.
Nice.
Well, if they were going here, they might have stayed at the Black Tankard.
The Black
Where
Tanker,
is
huh?
that on?
If you go there, you might be able to find more information. I know the guy that works there, but don't know much about him. It's kind of shady.
It's fine. I assume you would want to keep this on the down low and not have any names mentioned.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm doing business with you, so.
He's like, I mean, we've already been seen together, so.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just like figured if I drop his name, it might help or not. But at that
Oh,
point,
that's true.
the way
That's
he
a good
said
point.
Yeah, it might not be any. He's just there working.
All right.
Are we all ready to shove off?
Yeah, let's go check that black tavern.
Tinker.
Remember, a clean
Black Tinker.
workspace is a happy workspace.
All right.
What?
And I leave.
Just very judgmental from the outside.
Tip my hat to him, be like, "Thank you for your kind words," and we'll head off.
Okay.
Oh, we should have brought that little goblin here. This dude really does need to clean up.
He needs to clean up his act. He needs a call to action, like a child.
Do not have time. Children do not fix these types of people.
I mean, goblins do. They grow up really fast. Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway, off to the Black Tankard.
back to the Dark Tankard.
Back to the Tankard.
Back to the Dark Tankard.
The barn dam dimmadome, home to Dimsdale dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. Okay, you guys head to the lower layers. The lower
Girl
decks.
nickel.
Let's go.
You no longer have Lando with you. Let's delete him viciously.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
A
sorry.
her.
It is a her.
And they can do whatever they want when they grow up.
It's just
right?
just a name, man.
Just a name.
So you guys head off to the Black Tankard. After Thaglar describes approximately where you can find it, it is in the western portion of
Nice.
Skullport, over near Harold's Meat.
Mate.
Skull portion.
Eat us.
And yeet. Okay, cool.
Yeetus deletus.
So you head to the Black Tankard, which is weirdly the exact image that I have there, representing a mug that is
Yeah.
also painted black on the sign. It's a pretty simple image.
Feeling adventurous, are we? Ooh,
Bold
daring.
today, aren't we, sir?
Bold today, aren't we?
Yeah, the door's unlocked. There's a little smell of alcoholic swill coming from within. And you guys can open the door if you wish.
Yeah, let's get in there.
Probably.
Hit
Let's
on
do
in.
this.
You guys enter the Black Tankard. It looks like there's like a shady customer here. They just kind of like see you come in and just plop their silvers on the table and get up and kind of rush past you. You guys see that there are two minotaurs in this room. There's one in like the northwest corner and one like in the southwest corner sort of areas. There's also a little floating orb with a mouth and a central eye and 4 eye stalks that is just kind of floating about the chamber. It kind of looks at you, and as it passes overhead, says, "Hey, go take a seat, why don't you? Don't break anything."
Yeah, okay.
Just-
Everyone looks out.
We'll sit ourselves.
It just flies up off into the chandeliers. A Duragar, it's kind of like a little portly Duragar. They've got
Aw.
fairly dark obsidian skin and a seemingly permanent frown on their bearded face and bald head. Walks over towards you guys. He's got like a towel that he whips over his back. It is not a white towel, since
is
I need
not
to
fresh.
ensure that it is covered and soaked with alcohol, and pretty much gray as a Duragar.
Sounds delicious.
What can I do for you?
I'll take 1 blackberry brandy, please.
We got Worm Whiz.
I'll take a water.
We got Worm Whiz. He walks away.
You might
I'll
want to
take
take
some.
that worm
I'll take a
whiz.
worm whiz.
Might be more
I don't think
clean
I
than
want
their
to,
water.
but okay.
Might be
You don't
cleaner
have
than their
any.
water.
Any barrel stocks? Barrel stock water?
Just Worm Whiz. Shout.
All right, I'll have your worm whiz.
They head to
What
the
a
back
pervert.
and they start filling up all of the tankards. They can. It's 2 silver a pop.
A pup or a
Alright.
pop?
I throw my 2 silver on the counter.
All right.
Yeah, might as well.
2 silver.
They head over with a bunch of glasses, like in each of their hands. They're kind of like fisting 3 glasses in each hand, and they go and drop one in front of each of you, including Bean.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
1 silver piece
So we got
is
4.
10 copper piece, right?
Yes.
All right, I give him 20 copper pieces then.
That's. He kind of like smirks and goes, "Thanks, I can use change."
See,
I'm
It's a
just
Oh,
gonna,
wow.
frugal
I'm just
man.
gonna give him a gold piece because I only have 2 silver pieces.
He gives you
Translates.
change. Make
No,
a
keep-
perception
keep it-
check.
Keep the change, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Keep the change.
the tip.
Damn, she's just like
Keep
flailing
the
around.
change,
Huh?
you filthy animal.
All right.
Toss my 1 coin.
Oh, you
Look
got
at
it like
me.
that.
Thank you, my fine goblin. Enjoy your stay at the
course.
Blank Tankard.
Oh, I
Do-
will.
Don't
You
cause any
probably-
trouble, or these guys will have something to say about it. And he gestures over towards the Minotaurs.
Ah,
Do we
Tip
look
my
like the
hat.
trouble-causing type?
Don't threaten me with a good time, Wayne.
bouncers.
Listen,
Wink.
When did Newt get ballsy?
listen. Droon Stonedark has been in the Skullport long enough to know that everybody is a trouble causer if they're in Skullport.
You know what? You're probably right about that.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. So listen. We had a question.
What's your question?
Do you get a lot of visitors around here?
Yeah, we sell
new-
ale.
New faces, I mean.
Yeah, we sell ale.
But this place is pretty deep in here, you know? How do you get so many visitors?
Didn't say it's a lot, I say it's a lot for Skullport. They come through
Alright.
here seeking to drown their sorrows.
But you would definitely recognize new people like us, right?
Yeah, I would.
All right. Great. So, we're looking for somebody.
Oh,
Yeah. Somebody trying to cause trouble, you know? And I know you're a man who doesn't like people causing trouble.
well, you pegged me for a good one. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm like you, and so are we. We don't like troublemakers.
I'm feeling vaguely threatened. One of the Minotaurs, like, slaps their fist.
No. We're not looking for you. Unless you want to help us find them. These troublemakers, I mean. And I, what is it? Do we have the description? We had they had a knife, a magical
Clan-
knife, a magical
Clan
dagger. And what? Clan Iron Eye?
Clan Iron Eye.
All right. There's somebody wandering around these parts.
Okay,
They have
baby.
a magical dagger. I was wondering if you've seen anybody with a
magical
a
dagger?
Special, yeah, special fancy dagger running around. They're
Oh,
Duergar.
well, certainly ain't snitching on no Duragar.
Which normally, I mean, I'd assume they were up to, super up and up in business. But these ones in particular, they're no good.
You ain't
You seen-
making a good cause for yourself.
You seen anybody like that? Shut up, BB. You weren't talking.
Make a
I'm
persuasion
talking
check.
to you.
You said it in BB's voice.
As BB talking to Oso literally just went, you ain't making much of a case for yourself.
Oh, that's what I was talking. I said you weren't talking. What am I making?
Make a persuasion
Persuasion?
check.
Yikes. Oh, okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad. The Durgar just kind of shifts. I ain't heard of no weird dagger. Certainly no Durgar dagger coming by.
Well, can you say Duragar dagger 10 times fast?
I could, but not for you.
Oh, why not? I just thought it'd be a fun little game.
BB, you get the sensation that this person is hiding something.
Uh-oh.
They kind of sweating in the cold skullport like climate here, and they're kind of like tapping their foot incessantly, kind of trying to get out of this conversation.
I'm just gonna ask him to grab me another swill, and I'm gonna go sit down at a table nearby and kind of eye Vok and be like, "Come on, join me for a seat."
Sure.
I'm basically just I'm repositioning Vok and BB away from the rest of the party to look around to see if anybody else might look suspicious.
You look around. There was only like one other person, and they left as you guys came in. The rest seem to be bouncers. If the weird mini beholder floating around is considered a bouncer as well.
I was gonna ask what that was. Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was a beholder looking.
It looks like kind of half a beholder. It's much smaller, more like around newt size maybe, and it only has 4 eye stalks. It
Aw.
also has like a tongue lolling out of its mouth.
Is there a back, back room or doorway to a back room?
There doesn't appear to be a back room. There's just an exit. I know that really saddens some of you.
What does
When you
that
say
mean?
exit, do you mean?
Well,
the
I
entrance
hear
that
you
we
guys
just came
whimpering.
through?
Like it's
Oh,
not that bad.
Sorry.
When you say exit, do you mean like the entrance we just came through?
No, there's another door over here.
Okay.
It's hidden by the image. There you go.
Phoenix. Shut up.
Aw, give the puppy a pat.
I am petting her.
Pet the dog. Pet the dog.
Pet that dog. Pet that dog.
I'm just gonna drink at the table and try and figure out something real quick.
All right, you and Vok are sitting at the table. I mean, it's a fairly natural thing for you to do. The tables aren't totally big, so it's fine to spread out. Doesn't look suspicious or anything.
Is there
Don't
anything
be suspicious. Don't be
wall
suspicious.
or like,
Sorry,
I don't
what?
know. Are there any things on the wall or things that are pinned up or I don't know? Sir so and so has this many drinks under his belt, kind of thing.
It's
It's like
fairly
a competition.
it's fairly
Iron Eye Bear somewhere.
It's fairly bare. There does appear to be a pickaxe that's like hanging on the wall. There's a coat rack completely empty. The Minotaurs seem to have some weapons at their sides. And the rafters are kind of like filled with empty tankards like hanging on strings. Seems to be like a little decoration of this place. All the tankards are broken.
Damn.
Broken tankard.
So what are you
I don't know.
looking for?
Just anything that could give clues, but I don't think there's anything in here. So it's either we getting ready for a fight, which I'll whisper underneath my breath to Vok, or we go and look around other establishments nearby. This could be a front.
Shit. So you said the guy. Are you gonna tell us what you saw? That he
At
was
the
like.
moment?
He seemed kind of shady. Yeah.
At the moment, no, I was waiting to see if anything else happened.
Also, you can make an insight check
Yeah,
Correct.
on BB, not really on the guy.
Oh.
that's fair.
Hey, insight
was-
BV to find
Yeah,
her
you're acting
insight.
slightly.
I
BB's
was pretty
acting slightly
suspicious and
unusual.
intentful, and then about like moving
It doesn't
to a
alert the
different table
Duragar,
away.
who
No.
gave their name as Droon, but to you guys it's like, huh, what are they doing? And yeah, a 10 is fine. You kind of go, huh, what are they doing?
All right. That's weird. Where's BB going? So I go sit down with them. I guess. Take my drink with me.
You get up, leaving Newt and Alistair and Bean at a table, and you
I
head
also
over.
say, well, thanks for your help. I appreciate it. Then I leave, and then the goblin cries. I mean, the Durgar cries, I guess.
They talk to me really hard.
You know, I sat down over here to not sit next to you. Figured you're gonna cause some trouble.
Why would you want to sit next to me?
Why?
I'm not a
Because you-
troublemaker.
Well,
You need to take an inside check and figure out when I'm using you to look at him. Figure out what's going on with the guy sweating behind
He's
the
sweating.
bar.
It's not even
Thing.
hot in here.
You see that Droon is like cleaning out some of the tankards from like earlier today, and he kind of is like glancing over his shoulder intermittently at you guys.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you say that, maybe he's acting a little suspicious.
Well, do we want to pick a fight? Do we want to just go and distract the minotaurs? And I'll whisper that under my breath.
if he
As I'm
won't tell
taking a
us
drink.
where he is, maybe he'll tell us where he isn't.
Maybe he'll lead us to him later on. Maybe we just gotta stake it out.
Yeah, but maybe if we ask him for a recommendation, if he tells us where to go, he definitely won't be there.
So
Catch my
you wanna
drift?
do that for every place in Skullport? This is a big town.
There's only so many places,
man.
though. There's only so many. Like, if we were asked for another, like well, I
He
guess
ain't
there is a lot of
snitching,
pieces.
is what he said.
I know, but
So we
want.
gotta-
He'll tell us where he doesn't want us to go.
Thinking
So
too
maybe
far
if we
into
say
it.
like, oh, what places should we avoid? Maybe he'll be like, definitely stay away from.
He's definitely gonna tell us to go shit in a hat.
You don't know that. We're pretty nice. We're just customers.
Well, he seems to
I'll watch from here.
have an allyship with Duragar. You guys aren't really his friends, so
I guess it's fair.
there
Alright,
might be a way that you
I'll
could
go back. I have
make
an idea, I
them
have
your
an idea.
friends.
I'm gonna go back. I have an idea.
BB can definitely make him be friends with a couple of his shiny metal things. So
Well,
All right. Do you want to fight somebody? You just want to fucking open this fool up in his own bar?
I'm sitting here watching whatever you're doing.
I guess there is nobody else here, right?
What are you saying, Alistair?
Buck will
I'm
help with
just
that.
saying, perhaps if you had more
Okay.
than one kind of alcohol, maybe sales would go up a little bit.
Ah,
Oh shit!
Idea. Business opportunity.
listen here, cat. We get stuff from Judd's Distillery over there, and they make the best worm whiz in Skullport. If you want something else, get out of Skullport.
Are they owned by Durgar too? Because I've noticed all the places owned by Durgar here are like kind of the best.
No, it's a shield dwarf.
That's a shield dwarf.
Type of dwarf, not a Durgar.
Oh, I see.
We're on speaking terms.
Well, that's nice. Seems to be one of the few places here that's really, takes care of their customers. Every Durgar place I've visited has been great. Any other recommendations in town?
Well, I
Hello?
can't rightfully recommend any place other than my own,
Why not?
because I want
Said
you
he
to
would-
come to my tavern.
No, I don't mean your taverns. I just mean, other Durgar owned businesses in town. We want to support them.
Make a deception check.
All right. Deception. Godly.
Uh-huh. Why are you guys so interested in Duragar?
I look at BB and I roll my eyes to be like, what do you think? Like, did we just get him? Like,
BB, what are you trying to perceive?
I'm just seeing if anybody else is moving toward him, or if he's changing or grabbing anything.
No, he's not.
Alright.
He's just getting a little defensive. Wasn't expecting some sort of Spanish Inquisition.
Mm-hmm. That's why BB went to go sit down and just have a drink.
I didn't mean anything by it. I just, I've had good experiences at the the foundry and here, and I thought,
I
You
told
guys
you he's
seem
gonna
to be-
tell you go shit in a hat. I'll say that
Right.
out loud.
you can't. Do you? You yell it at me?
Yeah, I just yelled at him from across. I was like, I told you he's gonna
I've
tell
had
you go
enough of
shit in a
shit
hat.
for one
All
All
right.
right, fine.
What's
True, and the
what's
only
going
good
on
power.
here? Who sent you?
Ain't no one sent us.
Fox sent us.
Who's Vok?
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm
me.
Bach.
he's Bach.
Vok me, right?
Fuck me.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, listen. If you're not here to drink, then I might suggest that you get out before I convince my bouncers to make you bounce.
Have to convince them?
I don't think so. I'll swig down whatever's left of my drink and be like, I'm already out of here. No need to ask twice.
This place sucks anyway. I throw my drink on the ground and I might break the glass.
Oh,
Chipped
nah.
glasses? This place is garbage.
Right.
Okay, I guess you two leave. Are the rest of you leaving as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a copper for the broken glass. Bye.
Bye.
For the broken glass.
Yeah,
It's probably
leave.
made out of lead anyway.
You hear the spectator, well, the weird beholder-looking thing. It just kind of goes, "Guys, we're a bunch of weirdos, huh?" And then the door closes behind you.
This is the
Not
weird
wrong.
eye thing. Yeah, we're pretty weird. We're a weird group of people. All right. Okay, that didn't
Well,
really go
on a
like we
scale of-
expected.
Scale of 1 to 10, I would say that was a -5 on a scale of us actually getting the information we needed.
I
You
like
know,
the cut of
nobody-
your jib. You know, you seem to be kind of a straight shooter. It's appreciated. Just throwing that out there.
I don't appreciate it. It's pretty rude.
It's called
And
being blunt.
sarcasm.
It's called blunt also. We all don't need to be a sharp edge to get information. Sometimes you just gotta be blunt. You gotta hit it a couple
What-
times and get it out.
Let's
Well, what?
see.
Do you want to go beat him up?
What did we learn?
I think I heard some sort of distillery.
He says
There's
he
another
gets
name.
his supply from a distillery.
Yes, but they only serve one alcohol. It's kind of bullshit. They should have
That's
at
not
least
the
brandy.
point, Alistair.
Oso and Alistair, make insight checks.
At least some wine. Like, come on.
Speaking of wine, let me grab my wine a bit.
Just throwing it out there, it's gonna be a front.
Insight. Alright.
You guys recall that both of you know the spell charm person.
Okay, that's
how
true.
kind.
How kind. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you just kind of remember that passively.
Ah, I have.
I guess I could try that since I couldn't actually charm him.
I mean, you
tried
tried it
the
on a
old
goblin.
standard.
I think
Yeah,
I'll
if
If I
stay
sleep
outside.
for 8 hours, I may remember how to charm him.
Oh, you don't have it prepared.
Man, is check. Do they even prepare spells?
You don't
at
have
the
to tell
beginning of
him.
the
You don't have to
thing,
tell
or
you don't have to tell the DM
Just
that.
learn them and they're done.
Yeah, I think you
Team
just
Fixers
learned.
don't need to prepare spells. I think they get a certain amount of spells per day, right?
Yeah, they just learn spells and can cast
Yeah.
them spontaneously.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I
that's
can
cool.
only have 4 prepared at a time. I'm not sure if I can like
Yes.
prepare different ones.
Oh, you
to-
can't unlearn.
No, you just
One, there you
have
go.
4 spell slots.
You can prepare whenever you're going to use one. That's when you would learn it and use it. Is what they're saying.
Well, you don't
No,
learn
you
it
don't learn
immediately.
it.
You just learn it when you level up and you have new spells. You just have spell slots, so when you use a spell slot, you can use it to cast any spell that you
Right.
know.
Right. So you can use it. Is what I
I'm
meant.
just not sure if it's like a cleric where they can prepare like.
You don't need
They
to
have
prepare
spells
spells. You
they
already
need.
know all of your spells.
You're more like a sorcerer.
He's saying you can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use
Yeah,
it.
but I
is,
have-
is what we'll say.
You have 3 spell slots and 4 spells known. So you should
Spells known,
know.
but that's not one of the spells known.
Okay.
One of the spells I can know, but it's not one that I know. right
Oh.
now.
Sorry, I saw it on
Oh.
your
I was
sheet and I was
wondering,
like, I wasn't really
Yeah,
understanding.
Gotcha.
I was wondering, like, all right, it's a long rest. Can I unlearn sleep and learn charm person?
I believe you can learn and relearn new spells when you level up.
Yes, that's what I was assuming.
Yep.
I mean, that's a long way of saying I don't have it prepared right now.
Yeah.
But
Oso, I
does.
think,
That's
does,
cool.
because Oso had it last time.
Yes, because we adopted a child.
Because
Because
you adopted a
I don't know
child.
what you're talking about.
We
Yeah,
got rid of that child.
So
perhaps
if you
you
all
can
want to
be
go
a
back in
fancy
there,
boy. Like
All right,
me.
give me a second.
that
I go
boy.
back in.
I think that it should only be a few of us. So if somebody else strong wants to go in just to make sure that those minotaurs don't hit him over the head.
I'm sneaky.
Well, stay out here with me
Oh,
then. Keep
strong.
an eye out. Sounds good. Have fun,
Fuck.
Doc.
Vok,
Am I-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vok and
Am I the
Oso.
star?
my knuckles.
What's it, Newt?
What about where do I go?
Wherever you want, man.
I'm
wherever you
not
want.
very strong.
What up, then, Newt?
All right,
Well, stay out there with him.
all right. I'll wait outside.
Vok
my
and
little
Oso, are
pug,
you two
man.
going in? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I go back in under the premise that I'm apologizing for breaking the glass.
Okay. You go back inside, and you're like profusely apologizing. The spectator, like beholder thing. That's what it's called. I keep accidentally saying it, but that's what it's called.
Okay.
The monster is called a spectator, as opposed to a beholder. The spectator is like talking to Droon, and then they both like turn to you as you walk in, and Droon kind of goes, "What are you talking about? Thought I kicked you guys out."
No. I just
we
came
just
back to
left.
apologize. We just left. That's true. We did just leave. That's not important, Bach. That's. he's right. You're right. You're right. But I just I got a little heated, and I'm sorry for breaking the glass, and I just and I cast charm person.
Right. Neato. What a innovative idea.
Very
came to
insightful.
me.
Cast counter
I
spell.
figured, like, I know that you guys are still like getting to know your characters, even though it's you guys are level 5. So I figured I'd remind you.
After just so much role playing, I forgot I had things to do. I forgot I could cast things.
Okay, so he is a Duragar, and Duragars actually have resistance against magic that causes charm and paralysis and poison
We'll
and
see.
illusions. They have advantage on a lot of stuff. So they do have advantage on this roll. And they got 2 5s.
Nice.
Nice.
And he's our best friend.
A sort of like haze goes over him as like your sort of pollen subtly whisks past his nostrils, and his eyes kind of glaze over a tiny bit like yellow. And he just kind of goes, "That's mighty kind of you for apologizing and paying for the cup." What? The spectator like kind of looks confused at the Duragar.
Paid for the cup.
I really, really, really feel terrible.
The Minotaurs were
Right.
like reaching for their weapons, but they've like lowered them as they see that there doesn't seem to be a threat. Droon kind of goes, It's fine. Well, I'm just sorry that I couldn't live up to your standards."
I say, how about one more drink? How about we buy one more round? Or let me get my friends. And I go outside and say, come on in, guys. Let's have one more drink.
They have blackberry bandy. Bandy.
No.
All right. Yes, it is.
Just- It's
BB's gonna
Oh.
stay outside. He's good watching at the door.
All
Okay.
right, that's fair.
The rest of you guys head inside. He's kind of like grumpy to see most of you, but Oso's kind of convinced him to let you guys back in. All right,
See,
another
another
round.
round on me.
On you. All right. That's 2 silver ahead, but for you, 2 silvers off.
Oh, that's nice. So I give him 6 silver.
Yeah.
Game. And so I say, look, I'm sorry about being so aggro earlier. We really need to find this guy. You know, he's causing a lot of trouble, and
You were kind of aggy.
he's extremely dangerous. And we just want to talk to him. And That's all. Are you sure you don't know anybody? You didn't see anybody with a fancy dagger running around here?
Make a persuasion check. This time with advantage.
Do it.
You have advantage.
Oh,
Alright.
God.
Well, I mean, if they're that dangerous, there was a group that came by. They were resupplying here in Skullport, they said, preparing their weapons. Clan Iron Eye, I think. They headed back to their base, somewhere. Said it was on a level in between. Not sure what that meant. But they're deeper in the Undermountain.
So the level in between. Okay.
They were talking about it pretty loose-lipped, really. They said that it was a secret dwarven fortress, hidden away and separated from the rest of the Undermountain. But they had found it recently resurfaced.
Huh. Did they say anything else?
They said they were looking for treasure on this lost level. Thought that their new prize would help them along the way. But I assume that you're talking about that dagger. They did have a nice dagger that was set out on the table. It had like an eye on the hilt of it.
Wow, that sounds like it might be it.
Oh, I'm glad I could have helped.
Man, you're not gonna regret this.
Boy, I sure hope not.
No, why would you? We're just gonna make new friends.
All the time I'm making new friends. At this point, the Minotaurs are getting, like, a little squinty-eyed.
BB is outside, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And I look at, I kind of walk away a little bit, and I bring Vok close to me, and I ask Vok if he knows anything about a secret lair near here, or what in between means.
You can make a history check, Vok.
Hey, what was that?
You can make a history check. See if you know that.
Okay. Probably not.
I'm not sure what to do with that number. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Vok has not heard of a secret lost level of the Undermountain.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, well, no, don't know.
All right. What about the sword? What about Hilda?
I'm gonna say that Hilda can use the second check of Vok's. And Hilda has actually heard tale that dwarves did used to inhabit the Undermountain, but their real center of their fortress was never really found. It was assumed it was incomplete. This is probably what people have assumed existed, but never actually knew where it was.
Newt.
You where it was?
Newt. Yeah, so Vox sort of just kind of cocks his head to the side and just, Hilda thinks that maybe it used to be a dwarven fortress that was hidden. They lost it.
Oh. That must be
It was a fortress, but okay. I just
that
walked
must be
away
the
one day.
fortress that
Bye.
Azrock wants to reclaim.
You
Right?
assume it's probably different from that particular thing.
Okay.
Because that one has a name and it's obviously not lost.
Oh,
But
okay,
it could
gotcha.
be an extension of that, or it could be some other dwarves. You're really not sure.
Okay.
You just know
Oh,
that
right.
Azrock's hold was once called Strum Kuldur.
Right. Okay.
Is there anything else I can get you, fine folk?
Shit, I can't think of anything. No, I
Perhaps
think that's
more
really
worm
all we need.
whiz.
Oh, please! And I hold up my glass.
Refills all around.
Yeah, because I dumped out the last one on the floor. As soon as he refills it, I go, and I tilt the glass back right away, like all the way down, and spill it behind me without him looking.
All right, make a perception check.
A perception check?
Yeah.
All right.
This
let me
Minotaur is
see.
behind you.
Oh, right. But I'm making a perception check.
Yeah.
It's alright, I wanted to fight anyway, so bring it on.
I want to fight.
I want to crush people.
I
You
mean,
did
we can stab them. Like,
you did notice that there are minotaurs right behind you, and they are scowling at you. And your first toss of the worm whiz. Do you still wish to continue?
Okay.
It looked like you were about to throw it over your shoulder and into one of their faces.
Shit. I want to dump it
Oso,
on me.
so I know
instead
you're
and
new
be-
at drinking, but you're missing your mouth.
Oh,
Let
no.
me help you. And I kind of try to help him.
I hang my mouth like wide open and pour it into my mouth and like let it leak
Yes.
leak over. Like, is this right?
He doesn't need to eat and drink, and sometimes when he tries to, he fails miserably.
Sounds like he's got a drinking problem.
No.
Oh man, you're funny. You are hilarious.
Of course I am. That's why we're friends, right?
Do you do stand up? Of course, that's why we're friends.
Of course he stands
Absolutely. Once he stands up.
Well,
All right.
can I
Well,
be of
thanks,
any
guys.
further assistance to you fellas? Actually, why don't I join you guys? We're friends now. And he sits down. It seems really painful that he has this smile on his face. It's seemingly obvious that this dwarf has like never smiled in their life.
Oh god. It's like cracking. It's like
Yeah, it looks like they're not quite sure how.
Mouth are tracking. Boy, you look really excited. Yeah, go ahead and join us. Cease.
Oh, all right. Why don't you tell me about your stories here?
I proceed to tell him nothing of importance.
He is hanging on your every unimportant word.
I talk about our just a whole bunch of made up nonsense.
Make a deception check.
All right.
One time at band camp,
Or you can make a performance check if you wish.
I'm gonna do performance check because I'm gonna like make up the story.
If only because we don't do performance checks enough.
I'm not very good at it though. Oh no, it's a very stupid story.
Yeah, it
doesn't
kind of-
make any sense.
It drolls on and on and on like a kid trying to talk you about a story. And then, and then, and then. But
It's like,
Droon is still hanging on your every word though.
Minotaur's like, what the fuck is he talking about? This guy sucks.
After a while, an hour's like starting to come up, and so you can see the Duragar starting to like shake their head as if they're like kind of coming out of a spell. What do you guys want to do?
I say, well, we better be heading on down. We have a necromancer to catch, so.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Why don't you?
Yeah. So it's too bad about that dagger, though. But I appreciate you searching your memory bank. It's too bad you didn't know anything. Anyway, thanks a lot.
look, a bunny, and then I run away.
Okay.
You're just running around. Does Alistair have the zoomies outside?
Oh, I'm leaving the bar.
Make a last deception check with advantage before the spell wears off. So.
Right.
Oh, because they wouldn't believe my bunny story. Got it.
Don't worry about what that is.
With advantage.
And
That's initiative, though.
Ready to fight, are we?
What is it
And-
again? Deception.
Deception.
Yeah, I guess that one's fine. But...
Yeah. They just kind of accept what you've said as you like rush out the door, and you guys kind of like look at each other. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry! And you guys like kind of walk off
Let's go.
as the spell is wearing off. Where are you guys heading to now? Or at least, where are you heading to next? Because we're coming at the end of the session
I guess
tonight.
we could go go rest. I guess.
Okay, yeah, you can head back to
Mm.
Dalagor's fortress.
yeah.
You guys head up to the fortress. Felrax is still not back, but the Lando, she has found in her way into a strange corner that she doesn't seem to be able to get out of. The books have toppled over, and the circle or the sphere is like not moving over the pile of books. So they're kind of just whimpering in the corner.
This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just like I take her out of the corner and put the books back to where they were. I just kind of put them back on the shelf. Like you said, they were toppled over. I kind of stack them back up where they were.
Yeah.
All right. And I take her out of the corner and I put her like on the desk, and wrap it in a towel so she can't like get away. from
Okay.
it.
Yeah, she's trying to
Got
get
baby
away.
mammy.
But it is not working. Lando has started to cry.
Oh
Bean,
no!
you get
Can we
on
hear?
it.
Can we hear it, or is it like muffled?
It's kind of muffled.
All right. Is it tolerable?
It's
Instead of like,
it's tolerable. Can we just leave it there like Felrax
can we
did?
just leave it crying? Like, I mean, babies are gonna cry. Like,
Bean like
Cry.
Bean with their toad form goes over and hops onto the sphere and kind of like puts their mouth against it and goes.
that
And-
worked on me.
And yeah, Lando loves it and starts clapping inside of the sphere. They then just kind of like make a weird uncomfortable face like and then they kind of like look over at Oso and start going
Oh no.
The bottom of the sphere is starting to fill with liquid.
Oh.
Oh no!
I say I have to go make dinner, and I go to my room.
Thought you didn't have to eat.
Just shut up.
All right, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it off for today's session.
Oh my god.
Felrax is in for a handful. It seems.
Do it.
So next time, where are you guys looking to go next? I just want to know so that I can make sure that I prepare the right level of the dungeon. Are you guys heading after the drow? Are you going to seek a way after the Duragar? I can tell you that the Duragars seem to be deeper, whereas the drow seem to be in one of the upper regions, which is probably, honestly, more your speed.
I think we were gonna go towards Azrok's hold, I'm assuming, and go towards the Duragar.
Well, the Duragar are deeper.
Deep. That's so
Well,
we
yeah,
could
we
go
have
get the drow and help.
All right.
Azrok's hold is on the same level as you guys. Though the way down is probably somewhere in the Sargoth level.
We need a
So,
mini
like-
map to help us see.
I was assuming we would have to go through the Azrok's hold to get
Through
deeper into
Azrok's hold.
the
Yeah,
area, but
it's a good assumption.
To get to the dwarven fortress.
Yeah. So you guys are going to try
Okay.
and go deeper into the Dwarven Fortress?
I think
what's
so.
it called?
All I'm saying is if DM is suggesting we go for the drow, I feel like there's
That's what I'm.
reason.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm trying to take up that hit.
Strong Caldur.
We could do something else, but yeah.
You can. I'm not going to stop you.
That's what I'm saying. We could go other places.
I'm
but
just
I
saying
think,
the deeper down it goes, the less people have come back, and you guys kind of have that vague sense. You guys
the
have
harder it
already
gets.
are already in a little bit over your heads.
Oh yeah.
So I would choose the
Yeah. We'll do
So
that.
kill the drow or save the frames.
Kill the drow.
Kill the drow. Kill the drow. Ah.
Kill the
It's a
drow.
creeper.
Vox starts chanting, "Kill the drow." Hilda's
Kill
like,
the
"No, no,
drow."
no, no, no."
All right.
Well,
Yeah, we'll do
only
that
if it's
next time.
justified. Okay, so I guess in the next coming sessions we will start heading after those drow folk.
Eat the drow. Eat the goblins.
All right, and we will see you guys next Wednesday from 7 p.m. Eastern Time to 10 for the next session of the Undermountain. On Sundays, you can find our sister stream, the Dork Vision stream. We just finished up our charity Tropos Quest. It was really successful. We ended up getting a little over $750 for the Hasbro Children's Hospital.
Yay.
That's awesome.
And if you want to see that, it's on my YouTube /Noble Crumpet. And yeah, it's gonna be great. That session or that Sunday stream is gonna go back to normal though. No more Spelljammer stuff, unless they want it in the future. But that's on them.
Indoor club.
So, thanks everyone that came out to watch. We hope to see you again next time. Tell your friends and come and enjoy the fun.
Thank you.
See you all later and have a good night.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.